all those who know me are going like, oh my God, you're right, you're right. Okay, welcome everybody, welcome. This isn't just no ordinary Real Talk, Simply Deez tonight. Tuesday the 5th of May 2026. Can you believe it? When I say 8 years, 1st of May 2018 was the very first show from the Pamtengo studio. Whoop, whoop. Shelley, the producer, you'll see her popping in and out like a genie all throughout the show. That's right. Buckle yourselves up, guys. Buckle yourselves up. It is so important. Shell, will you do me a favour, please? Because I cannot come off my screen. Can you share into the Caught You in a Lie group a little bit later on, and they can join in and all of that razzmatazz? Yeah, 8 years of the show. First Tuesday of every month. Pretty much 95%. I've shown up. And I'm going to take you guys on a journey. And way back, I was organising events, I was helping organisations, all of that stuff. And I need to give dues to certain people. We have Blackatan. We have Lee Drummond. And Lee Drummond's accomplice. Can't remember his name. Kerry, help me out. We have Frankie Fraser. We have Don at Tropical. Why is she applauding all these people? The reason being is they made the mistake. I don't think it was. I think they thought it was at the time, and asked me, or somehow wedged my way onto their shows. And once I was on, that was it. They're like, Jesus Christ, is she going to stop? No. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So I have to thank these guys. Lady Munya for giving me the opportunity for my own show on Pamtengo. And Lee and Blackatan way back. We're talking before 2008, them kind of times. Really? And I was doing things, and you need to get your own show. That's because I was stealing theirs. You need your own show. And sure enough, it happened. And I am grateful. So today is very much about gratitude. I've got my home crew, some of my home crew going to be joining us a little bit later on. Shell, because I cannot come off my screen, please somehow do a genie job and just let me know if that young man is ready to come on. We've got a few guests on tonight also as well. There is so much going on, not just in May, throughout the year. If you don't know already, why have you not signed up? Okay, so
was you wanting like one son to come on?
Oh, yes.
I think you might have to shout at him.
Is he not paying attention?
He's not put his screen on and think, Jordan.
He's probably. What time did I say? I think I said about 10. Have you got his number? I can't come off. Because he's probably there and thinking like, right, yeah, I'll come on at some stage. Yeah, get him and then get him on, if you know what I mean. Once you know you've got him, so to speak. So this young lady here, who you can see, this show, as I said, started 2018. Used to go into the Pamtengo studio. God bless them. And poor old Munya, how many guests you got coming, Dee? I'll be like, oh, 2 or 3, Munya. She goes, oh, that's okay. And she puts some seats out, and I'm like, where are the other 4 going to sit? and we had a total blast. So that was like just under 2 years. And then let me think, what happened in 2020? Major, and changed so many of our lives.
Yeah.
In different, do you know what I mean? In different ways. I'm sure we're going to probably scratch on some of that a little bit later on, because it brought a whole load of emotions, some good, some really not so good, and maybe made us see things differently, maybe things that we would say we couldn't do. We kind of like, well, we had no choice. And sometimes maybe we shouldn't wait for ourselves to get in such a situation to just step out and just do things and not be afraid. Literally, I'm going to say some stuff. The show's called Real Talk for a reason. Tomorrow is not promised to any of us. It's not promised to any of us. So, yeah, opportunities, or as the TEDx talk I did last month was all about second chances. It was about second chances. And my title was Second Chances Do Not Come Gift Wrapped. And I think that everybody, if you throw that at them, will be actually something that you thought would come all seen, all dancing, all bowed, and it come in a very not so nice way, and do you know what? You've gone with it, and actually it's potentially turned out to be maybe the best thing that could have actually happened. You're going to stop me, aren't you, if one decides to jump on?
I've sent a message through Facebook and he hasn't come
No,
on.
yeah, you're not a messenger. Remember, these people are young, Shell. No offense. When young, Facebook, they'll be like, Facebook, that's an Insta job. Which might be the one. So I want to know, and Shelley will be prompting me sort of like throughout the show today. 8 years. 8 years is a long time. And if you kind of know what we do at Simply Deez, if you don't know, trust me, you're going to know by the end. We are consistent. When we say we're going to do things, we like shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You'll see, you might see one of us, you might see all three of us, or you might even see, as in the management, representing. Representing. What's the time now, Shell? Sorry.
17 minutes past.
17 minutes past. Well, Jasper's going to be coming on in just, well, we're going to bring him on. Let's bring him on. We'll catch up with Jordan if and when. The sun ain't going nowhere. He's like, Mom. I don't know. Mom, football starts at 7:45. Yeah, I know. You should have thought that, love. Right, bring on Jasper. Let's talk orange. Hey! Oh, loving your backdrop there. Check you out. Uh-huh. Is that a backdrop or is that artwork?
You're on mute, Dashball.
You know, he knows he's on mute. He's just playing with us, Shell. He's just playing. Hey.
There we go.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Oh. Yeah.
Is it right? Is it fine? Yeah, I'm good. How are you guys?
Buzzing. I forgot to mention Jasper, or maybe I did, because, you know, as one's getting older, one's a little bit forgetful.
Maybe you did.
8 years I've been doing this show.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize that when I was just listening.
Me neither. When I spoke
it
to you.
feels like
and I'm like, 8 years, I didn't tell. Do you know how honoured you are to be on this show today?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. This feels historic for me to be here coming on today's.
Check him out, Shell. And for those people out there who know, going like, Jesus, she's not even prompted him, because we do not have the conversations that we have now prior. You haven't got a sheet of what I'm going to say to you and vice versa. It's just, we're just going to have conversation. So You've met?
I'm
Have you
curious to
met
see.
Shelley before? Have you met Shelley? Can't remember. Have you two met?
Maybe. I'm not sure. I remember I've come onto the show before, but
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
remember
Shelley was.
who.
She would have been producing because it would have been a lunchtime show.
It
Shell.
was a lunchtime show, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
that
a while
Shelley
ago.
was there. Yeah. Now Shelley not only is a producer of the shows, the lunchtime and this one, she is also one of the directors in Simply Deez events.
Ah, okay. Getting
Yeah,
her.
as soon as you say that, people go like, "Okay, I need." She's not just anybody. She's one
No.
of
I
them.
figured the way you were talking before, I got an idea that yeah, she's somewhat important.
VIP.
I try
Mhm.
to keep under control. It doesn't work.
Oh, Jasper loves it. Jasper loves it. Jasper, I kind of. This is how the show is.
Mhm.
It goes wherever it goes, but it's very important for not just myself, for us at Simply Deez, and to our audience out there. Because remember, some are watching live. We might get some questions thrown at you. Some
Oh
might
right.
watch in
Okay.
days. Shell, can you put out to get some questions in for Jasper because he thinks he's just gonna sit
I mean,
there
I
and just.
guess I could say who I am and what I do. I guess. Who
Uh,
is this
oh, don't
person?
worry.
Hmm?
Let's start with some of that before we get
Yeah.
into what you do. It's
Mhm.
important for me. I need to know who I'm talking to. I need to know a little
Ah,
bit about you. So when I
right.
say that, I literally, and you'll hear me. This is what I say to it. So no offense, don't think you're special,
Okay.
but I like to peel my guests back like onions. And when I say
Okay.
that,
Like
I'm
onions,
talking
right?
about back to school times.
Right. This is gonna get horrific then, right? You're peeling me apart.
Hey,
Okay.
because
How far back do we want to go? Like
school,
literally when I was
literally school
born?
times. No, we
Huh?
don't need to go that far back. How was school?
Back in
How was school?
1992. School. How was school? It was
Did you
okay.
enjoy it?
Did I enjoy it?
The fact that you hesitated.
Yeah,
Remember the show's called Real Talk.
I'm thinking like, okay, yeah, it is called Real Talk, so I can slow down and actually give a real answer. That's the whole point,
Yeah,
right? Um, I
please.
mean, school was interesting. I don't know when people say, yeah, okay, yeah, I was bullied, but then I also wasn't. So,
What did you
and
say?
then it
You was
got,
what?
I was
You was what?
bullied when I was bullied and in school, but it wasn't like all the time. It was just every now and again. It wasn't something that had like impeded my life. And then as soon as I got to like high school, things sort of changed anyway. And
Right.
as
So,
chapters go on,
Jasper,
so
you'll
it's kind of
find
like it's a
that I will
mixed bag
interrupt you.
basically.
I
Yeah,
will
go on.
interrupt you.
Okay. Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you glided over that.
I have glided over that. Yes.
Okay. Now, I don't want you to remember the show's called Real Talk. So, if you don't
Yep.
want to go somewhere,
No,
we
it's not
can keep
that.
it, we
It's
can move on because it's important.
to talk real, I guess.
Yeah, and for people, whatever you want to share. But I don't know any of this, and so
Yeah,
the
no,
audience that
we're
listen,
going in
it's a
blind.
case of like, right, okay, so you're bullied. Now, somebody's
Yeah, I don't know
idea,
why I
we have
started
30
it.
people, and everybody's idea of bullying could be different. There
Yeah,
could be,
yeah.
and I'm telling you now, you must understand that there are people that are going, not even just kids, not even just kids, people in the workplace, people that are, adults that are being bullied. And we have to call things out as they are so that people understand maybe their actions, what the impact of that action could possibly be. So if you don't mind, can you kind of just, you don't have to
Go
go
into
into
depth.
detail, but just as in, like you sort of said, not all the time, but every now at primary school. So that, was it, I don't know, primary, junior, what are we talking of, both?
Yeah, I guess. Like more of a case of um simply because I was just different, you know. I was a bit strange, you know. I like
Okay, when you
doing
say
nerdy
different,
stuff.
strange, are you talking ethnicity? Are you talking
No, just
personality?
the
Or
things that I was into, really. That's how all what I drew from it. Because I did notice that there were people that weren't similar to my color or darker skinned, and they were still
Mhm,
popular. So it wasn't. I this is how I interpreted it because of the people that are around me. I still saw a black kid in high school or a brown kid. It was more
mhm.
because I wasn't good at football or I wasn't good at talking to people. you know, I was a bit awkward. I would make weird jokes, or I didn't fully understand how to socialize with people yet. And it was just, I took it as, like, now when I look back at it, more as I was just sort of forming, just in that awkward phase when you don't really know who you are or what you are doing. So you tend to be a bit more brash, or a bit more obnoxious, or a bit more louder, or a bit more quieter, or, you know, so you're trying things out. You're not really sure who you are. So you're going to annoy people. And so you're going to get the other end of the stick of it. So I think it was a combination of that, as well as being different, like physically, that kind of didn't help me. So, but then when I got to like high school and then college, when I started understanding myself a bit more and what I wanted, and also to just not care as much when you're trying to placate to other people, then that's where it leads the wrong way, basically, where essentially when you're trying to please other people, people don't really like that. It's just generally like when someone's trying to like, oh yeah, text me, get back at me. It's just kind of disgusting. Like, it's not disgusting, but it's just like, dude, this is weird, isn't it? Kind of like settle down. So genuinely speaking, I found just go to the own beat of your own drum, essentially. Go to your own sense of rhythm, and people will come along with you if they want to. I mean, if you're crazy, then you go on your own, isn't it? But essentially, this is how you've done yours. I think, bring it back to you, it's the fact that you've started this and the beat of your own drum to talk real talk, and here we are 8 years later with the following that you do have, and in a way you've done it. Hey, I just want to get away from everything that I've already done and established, and I'm just gonna be free.
Just do my thing.
Do your thing, innit? And people have followed, innit? And that's the way to do it, really.
Sometimes you have to go through things to then understand. And exactly what you said, people, elements of what you've said is people pleasing. And let's not, as they say, get twisted. This isn't just when you're young. Also, when you're older, people are still going through things where they want to do stuff, but because it's not the in thing or what other people do, you're still people pleasing and go along, but it's not you. And when do you allow yourself to be the authentic you?
It's an interesting, I think, I love how I've not even brought up what I do, but we will get to that. I think it's an interesting one because it's a balance in it. Because you don't want to be an asshole. You don't want to push people away. For example, I've definitely offended people many a time. Maybe getting their name wrong, maybe getting their gender wrong, or maybe getting something about their ethnicity wrong. That's happened many times. And generally, I don't want to do that. I don't want to offend people. I don't want to step up. I want to get it right. And that's the same when how you're dealing with people and dealing with yourself, and forcing your autonomy on others as well. You know, when you're going at the beat of your drum, you have the tendency as well to step on other people, to say, hey, I'm independent, I'm doing my thing, so step out of my way, and pretending like you're the protagonist of everyone else's world, when in actuality you kind of need to step lightly sometimes. I don't know, this is what I mean. You have to juggle other people with it. Like, for example, you went on TEDx. That was a dream of yours, but it was also a dream of Victoria's and everyone else there. So you couldn't like go on stage and basically poo-poo the entire event, you know, and basically make everyone else look bad. You know what I mean? There's other things that you have to consider and take notice of. I mean, imagine you go on the day, have a really offensive t-shirt, and you're like, well, we can't do anything. She's just bullseye us. You know, you wouldn't do that because you're also considerate of yourself and other people's, dreams. You know, so it's a fine line, I think.
Gentle, that is
sorry,
that was a very good answer.
I went on.
No, that was really good. So from the awkwardy kind of thing going on, then onto high school.
High school.
How was high school?
How was high school? Interesting. I think I
Bit
found.
better?
Huh?
Bit
I said
better?
interesting. Better. Yeah. I kind of found more of my comedic voice, if if that makes sense. Where I was playing to other people, but then I found a use for it in some way, like to be funny, to be in friend group and groups of people, and just to make other people laugh. Whether it was at my own expense, and then slowly, gradually came to a point where I'm like, okay, do I really want to throw myself under a bus just to make this guy laugh? Who really, at the end of the day, I don't even remember this guy's name. It was like what 10, 20 years ago. And then it's that. But I enjoyed making people laugh part. It was just, is it really supposed to be at my own expense? Oh, you're on mute now. I don't know how that
No,
happened.
I've got mute because whilst you're talking, I've realised it's not. I didn't think it was from my end. From your end, I don't know. It's like this.
Oh,
It
is
sounds
it
like
something I'm doing?
or I don't know.
Oh,
I
is
don't know.
my
It
mic
sounds like,
just forcing you to mute or something?
no, I
Oh,
muted myself, but in terms of whilst you're speaking, there's even like now I can hear there's like rustling or there's like a sound when you
is it?
listen.
Maybe
Yeah.
I can turn my headphones off and I could just do it from my speaker. That might be better. Should I just
Oh,
do that? Should I just do that?
mate, can't hear you. Oh, wait, go on. No, can't hear you. You better put them back in, love. I can't hear you.
Oh, wait,
I
how's
think
that?
it's just where you're moving. That you got that now. Yeah.
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 Yeah, because that's just from my Mac now. You just.
All right. Yeah. Maybe,
cool.
yeah, it could have been sort of, I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I think
okay.
I think
No
it
worries.
was fine for Zoom meetings and team
Yeah.
meetings. Like this.
You're not really doing too much.
Where on the
This
radio,
is-
like, what's that
This is a
rustling?
little bit more.
And you can't really see it. Like, he's not wearing headphones.
Oh,
I
bless
forgot
you.
what to talk about.
Don't worry. So people are kind of like, who is this guy, Jasper?
I guess.
Now, I met you because of 15th of April, History, TEDx Luton.
We didn't meet
But
before
that's how I met you, which would have been probably about November, sort of like January this year. So it's not long. It seems longer.
Yeah, it does seem longer, doesn't it? Dilates now. I swear, in your 30s, time just
Really?
Dilates. Yeah, no.
Is there anybody out there, the masses that are watching, if you just heard what Jasper just said, when you're in the 30s, time goes so quickly. Can anybody relate?
There is a thing where, when you go through school, because each year is signified, you go from year 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5. And because of that fact, everything's changing, you get new teachers, it creates this momentum where each year is somewhat significant. But then as soon as you leave school and as soon as you leave that regimen and you go into work and you might be there for 5, 10, 20, 25 years, time just compresses. And then you think about your life as chapters, that would just be like one chapter. The time I worked at this place, that was 4 years of your life, but it's just one chapter. Do you see what I mean? It kind of,
I'm sure we're going to get some comments. You're obviously in your 30s and life's going so quickly. So when you get to our ages,
I think context matters, definitely, because where you are and what's happening, definitely. I mean, if I was just in one place all the time, I imagine my life would definitely feel very much stagnant, but not stagnant, but more slower and calmer, I guess. Sorry,
I can't wait. I can't wait to get you back, and I can't wait for the comments to come through. I can't wait for the
who I am and what I've done, like the TV version, basically. The what's this? A film bug. Oh, who's us? No, actually, if we're going to talk about where I started doing filmmaking, I actually started thinking about when I was really young. It was mostly when I was, like, when you watch. So, for example, I watched Jurassic Park as a kid, and it was on VHS. It was recorded off the TV, and it was on Sky. Beforehand, there was a making of Jurassic Park. And on the videotape, we just recorded the entire thing. We just had TV on, we just record it. So every time I'd watch it, I'd rewind it to the beginning and always watch the making of, and it would kind of inspire me into, you know, wanting to pursue this storytelling. And it built from there, but it was always there. It was always this kind of motive to tell stories or document something. So I make documentaries, by the way. I make about Luton. We've made one about BLCF recently, which will be coming out very soon. And if you don't know who BLCF are, they fund a lot of these organizations that Dee has worked with. They are a community foundation, and they put out these funds that a lot of people can benefit from. So yeah, it's crazy to go from us just making a documentary and me going from, you know, a kind of filmmaker to a documentary filmmaker. That was never the plan in my head, to go from making, you know, narrative stuff to documentary. Yeah. It was more of a mistake. It was more looking around me and thinking, oh, this is a really interesting story. This is a good community, and I want to tell that in an authentic way, you know. So it sort of just came naturally in a way. Organic, yes. Organic.
Oh, I know the word stuff. Don't worry. Okay, so how long have you been filmmaking? How long? I guess if we're just counting the production company, it would just be 3 years. But I've been doing recordings and filming stuff for a while, but it was always just not for money. Not for money. It was always just for fun. It was never a serious pursuit. It would maybe something I'll do on my Instagram. It might be animation bits here and there, or it was when we'd go on walks. So we've got a YouTube channel, which is a little embarrassing. It's called Sanctuary Global. It's all right. The producer will find it.
It's the unhinged things that we do on it, and it's like, okay, yeah, just watch it. But essentially, what we do, we walk from places from here, so from where I'm right now, to different places around the country. So we've gone Oxford, we've gone London, we've gone Southend, and we've gone Wales. Did I say that already? Each one we've just camped wherever we can, walked from here to there, and then some of them have taken, Wales particularly took 12 days. So, and within those, I used to do animations, and we used to do filming. We filmed bits and pieces of that, and it was always just for fun. It was never something serious. And then one of the videos we did, we went kind of more all out. We got a gimbal, we've got a drone, we've made all this.
I know what you're on about. What's a gimbal?
Oh, sorry, I need to give in.
Someone
so basically, the camera on top, it balances your camera. It's basically like a stick that balances your camera. So it's just an unnecessary piece of equipment that you would take on a 3-day walk. We took that, we took a drone as well, and we took this more expensive camera, and we made a bigger effort when we did this walk to Oxford. And in the video, you see it. It's on YouTube. Sanctuary Global venture to Oxford. But within that, my friend looked at it and he said, you know, you should make a documentary. If you're putting all this effort into this, you should actually put your efforts into something else, you know, an actual documentary. And I'd already been thinking about doing something, and then that's when the Premier League happened. So when Luton entered the Premier League, I saw the community, as you know, when they had that bus and they had that big parade, and there was so many people there. I was there, and I was just genuinely like, wow, I've never really cared about the football in this, or in general, just in general. So not even lighting Luton. And I didn't really think it was that much of a thing. And then seeing so many people, and not just the typical football fans, but pretty much everyone. And it was like, what the hell? I didn't know this was such a big thing. Like, I missed. And so that kind of led me to learn more about it. Yeah. And so, yes, I've been doing it for a bit.
So what's the name? I mean, I know the name of.
Oh right, yeah, I didn't actually.
You've not even named them. Two
sites, Two Side Studios. Yeah. So
Two Side Studio. I love that name.
Yeah, it took me a while to come up with that. That was. But we also, to get to why because it's like right there. I say two sides, but it's like it says the Orange Picture Club there. I'm confused. So we've also do a community cinema in the Luton Library Theatre. So we do a film like twice a month. We'll do a more challenging pick. So In the Mood for Love, which is a South Korean film, or we might do Beauty and the Beast, which is a bit more family film. The Disney classic, obviously, the animated one, not the live action. And so our model is to just sort of bring more film to Luton. So we haven't played some of these films. Like some of these films have never been played in Luton. Like Dezu Vazalu, which is a Soviet Union Japanese film. A very good film, honestly. It's really cool. But it's films that you wouldn't ever see in Luton. You would see in London, see in big cities, but not here. It's bringing more of that culture here, but also just family films at a cheaper price, which is like just £4 a ticket, and then it's cheaper when you get multiple tickets. So we've been building that up. We've been working with different community groups. So we've done fun things, like we've worked with Luton Spider-Man and done a so we did a workshop where he's doing a cosplay thing. So he's teaching kids how he does his Spider-Man costume, and then we're playing afterwards The Incredibles. So we've got this little marrying going on there. And then we've also done that with X-Force CIC, which is men's mental health, and Castaway, because it's a film that felt and resonated with him. So we've worked with communities to kind of like bring more people outside of their community group to watch these films, because film is a more universal language where people can understand what's going on and what's this community group all about. Like we could do a film about Simply Deez events, like what you're all about. I'm sure there's a film out there that represents you.
Producer, where art thou? I know. Let me tell you something now. Because you're going to be staying tuned, or you can obviously watch this because it'll be on YouTube, and you'll see later on. You'll be going like, "Oh my God!" Documented all over it. Back in the day, COVID times, very difficult times. We had a weekly Zoom, and we then gave birth to these two anthology books. This one is Life. It wasn't Life in Lockdown, you know that. It was Life Inner. Life Inner Lockdown.
Okay.
You look it up. It's Inner, not INNER, INNA, Inner Lockdown 2020, Behind Closed Doors. And if you can see on the back there, it's 22 of us, and quite a few of them are going to be on later on, actually. 22 of us, and we've written a chapter each.
Oh, amazing.
A chapter each. And so we're having our weekly Zooms, and Veronica Ebanks is one of the ladies on here. She's like, we need to capture these. We need to capture what's going on. And sure enough, we then gave birth to that one in 2020. And this one, Life Outer, not only Outer Lockdown. It's thinking like, Jesus Christ, Outer Lockdown.
Yes, it's amazing.
I know.
You've taken this thing that a lot of people were frustrated, literally felt like they were sapped of any power, that they couldn't do anything. And you found an outlet, and you didn't just find an outlet. It was something that one can help inspire other people, but also it's a commerce for you. You know, it does 2 or 3 things at the same time here. I'm genuinely like, I just did bike rides with my friends, and you actually, like, you made a book. Like, wow.
In the book, because we had so many different people for so many different backgrounds, you had people that were coming in from work because they were carers. So they were talking about all the troubles that they had with PPE and everything else. You had some of us that were carers, just naturally carers, because we've, like, your parents and elderly aunts and uncles and things. You had people that were then having to try and work out how to work from home. And some people even liking being at home because they find every day going out a struggle. So you had so many different backgrounds, and that was why V then said we need to record it. And it was that we take one small chapter, and
when you're ready, Jasper, we'll talk about how we're going to manage that. Are you listening, everybody? Because there was mention of doing that, actually. It was turning it. There were so many things as far we did. There was cookbooks. There was oh my gosh, we actually had. We were pin-up girls. so many things, Jasper, you wouldn't believe, and I'm not even going to talk about them now. But in all seriousness, let's have a conversation at some stage about that. But Jasper, we had a conversation last week. Can you tell the masses out there what the Picture Club are planning to do, sort of like over the next few months, and how they can get involved, how we can support, and all of that? Okay,
yes. So the project is World Cinema for Luton. It's a citizens fund project, and wherein we do a day for each ethnic group. So it might be South Asian, or it is South Asian, Nigerian, Caribbean, Polish, and Irish. So each one of these days we'll play 2 films and do a workshop. And so it's a chance for us to calm down, watch a film, and sort of learn more about the culture itself, but then share one another's culture, you know. And I'm pitching different ideas. So for example, I was talking to CYCD today and having an idea where we do little audio recordings, audio stories of, you know, what their life has been like coming to this country, living in this living here compared to, you know, where they grew up, and how they found integrating all these different questions, and then have them as audio books that you can, not audio books, but like audio stories to listen to on the day in the bar area. And what I realized is, while talking to Feroza, is that I can do this for all of them. I can do this for each and every group, and then that's the connecting tissue. So I'm sort of building this up as we go, because it's something that I want to work with each community group. So with the first one being South Asian, I'm working with Desi Fest, CYCD, and maybe a couple of others to kind of create a space where it's authentic to the culture itself, and it's covering certain areas, like not just their stories, but entertainment. So this is why I wanted to bring Desi Fest and other costumes and dancers and that kind of thing. So it's not just a morbid experience. I wanted this still also to be fun. And what my aim is, my biggest aim, is for an Irish person to come for the South Asian Day and get involved with the work, and then an Irish person to go to the Nigerian one and learn something there. And so there's this mixed pollination and this social connection with each of us, because sometimes we tend to stick to our little bubbles because it's what we know, and it's not anything like, oh, I don't like them. It's more just, it's what we know, you know, it's what we're comfortable with. And so a day like this is where we can enjoy something neutral. The film is supposed to help break that out, you know, where we watch this film like, oh, right, I kind of understand it. You don't need to even talk to anyone. You can just come, watch the film, and you don't need to speak to a single soul, and you'll still gain something about that culture.
So I've been saying for a long while, and I said it on our show at lunchtime, actually, the fact that Luton's got so many different cultures, but it always seems to be that people get it in their heads that that's an event for that community. It's like, no, we need to be, you put a community event on and everyone celebrates each other's culture, history, religion, whatever it happens to be, that you're celebrating the big mix that Luton has always been way.
That it is, the melting pot that it is. That's how I saw it. I saw it more as, because there's so many different groups that are like servicing our communities, our cultural community, but there isn't much work done to help bring a lot of them. Like there is actually, I'm not gonna, there is actually with Irish Forum. It does happen, but I'm saying we can do bigger. Like we could go to the point where no other town or city are doing it. Like on no other level we could do this. Where it's there, but we just need to build to it. You know, baby steps. You know. But back to let me give out the dates before I forget, and then we can go. So South Asian Day, I was going to do May 25th, so it'll be the day after Carnival, so that bank holiday month. And then the Nigerian Day is going to be June 6th. The Caribbean Day is going to be July 29th. I've got this written down, so I'm looking at my notebook. And the Polish Day is August 3rd. And finally, the Irish Day is September 14th. I'm still putting in place a lot of these films, but for the first one for South Asian Day, we've got a film called The Glassworker, which is a animated film made by a Karachi, Pakistani animation company, and they were inspired by a Japanese animation studio called Studio Ghibli, and they put it upon themselves to like help recreate some of their work in Karachi, in Pakistan, and that's something that's not been done on their level. So it's a hand-drawn animated film which isn't done in Karachi, isn't done in Pakistan. So they build this animation studio from the ground up and train a lot of these artists and animators to get to that point. So like, they're really good, but they literally created an industry. When you watch the videos, I'm like behind the scenes, you're like, wow, this is genuinely incredible. But as well as that, the film itself is kind of amalgamation of different cultures because it's kind of set in this fictional town. So it has European elements, but they have Pakistani names and cultural elements taken from them. So it's kind of like a mix and amalgamation of all. So and then inspired by a Japanese animation company. So it has this kind of weird mix to it as well. So that's the first film I'm going with. And then I want to do a bit more of a mainstream pick. I'm trying to nail down a really good one. But yeah, so that's my main idea, to play an independent film. That kind of
I love it. I love it. Shelley's going like, can you imagine? I was all over that. I was like, oh. I said, like,
I've been talking so much.
Before TEDx, I can't talk about nothing.
I'm sure that's not true.
Which you understood. I said after TEDx, and then I think we spoke on Friday, and he was thinking, like, Jesus Christ, is she going to get off the phone? Because my brain just was downloading all these ideas.
Yeah, all these great things. It was amazing. Yeah. Some of the things
there's no filter.
It was about just things, sort of like being part of the Black Film Club that we had, and also just connections of organizations that whilst doing the Simply Deez, we've connected with different people, and just things that could be brought in that perhaps could sort of like help Jasper. So just due to Shell, what's the time? Sorry.
1951.
1951. Jasper, I'm going to need to wrap up with your good self, but along the, obviously Shelley's got the ticket there. That's about the Orange Picture Club, which we've just talked about. So to the masses out there that are watching, they might not be watching now, they might be watching in a few days time or something like that, and want to get involved, do they just need to go onto the website to get that information? Is it on there at the moment?
What, for the World Cinema stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, with that one, I will be putting it on my website as soon as possible. It's more kind of confirming some of these films before I start advertising. Yeah, this is what I'm afraid of.
Okay.
Essentially, look out on our Instagram and our website and you'll start seeing some of these things pop up. But if you follow us on Instagram, the Orange Picture Club, at the Orange Picture Club, I think, that's it.
Yeah. I've got them on the screen and I've got them in the comments as well. So anyone that's watching on YouTube or Facebook, there's clickable links in there for both the Two Side Studios and
this platform. This has been really great, actually. Yeah.
I told you, Jasper.
I'm doing a radio show and I'm just sort of talking.
Well, this is it. It's not an interview, and we promote out there like mad. We do. Not everybody understands that. There's organisations, not just individuals, that are doing positive things in the community. The community can be near, can be far. We're all still part of the community, and we welcome them to contact us, and we quite gladly, Shelley and Cecile and Nike run the lunchtime, every Tuesday lunchtime show. So if there's additional things that you want to talk about, promote, or have Mac or anybody else come on, please just message and we will get a date in the diary and get you on the show. But we're certainly going to get you back so that way then we can get all the different
questions.
countries that you are.
You still haven't peeled the onion, basically.
I told you. You've got to, because if you came in and just for talk, people going like, yeah, so what? Who? It's true. And it's a case of actually because there's a story behind everybody, isn't there? And I'm sure when people watch this, it's a case of like, and just hearing some of your journey, and even younger people also as well. It's like for you sort of saying, you were bullied, and maybe just for being different, and how being different is not a bad thing. Being different is good. You don't want to be the same as everybody else. No. You don't want to be the same. Nobody has your DNA, right?
No.
Nobody. No, they don't. Even if you've got a twin, he has not got the exact DNA you
have. Yeah, that's a very strange to me specifically. But yeah, this is actually been really fun. It's been really great.
Splendid. Looking forward to getting you back on. Remember, if there's anything at all, please let me know, and we'll take it from there. But please hang around, because the Simply Deez crew posse, a lot of them are in these books that I was telling you about, and I'll have to make sure that you get hold of these. We were fortunate enough to be in the position where not only were people at the time buying them, because if you can imagine, there's like 24 of us, and COVID was different for everybody, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was.
COVID was different for everybody, and we're all sort of sharing. But these have been donated. We've had copies donated to schools, to the hospital, hospice, overseas.
Are you still selling them? So
yes, that's why I brought them down, because I just let people know. They're on Amazon. They are on Amazon, but I do have copies also as well. So on Amazon, $10.99 shell. Still $10.99. Yeah, so let's
contact with a lot of these people. Maybe you do like a reading. Like you go through the book, and you have those people reading their stories.
Jasper, all of what you're saying is going to come to fruition.
Right, it's like I got that
documentary. Do you know what? There's going to be a play. There's going to be a singer. Do you remember what Jeanette wanted to do? A play, a musical.
Yeah.
Really?
Watch this space. Yeah.
Have you seen those? Can
you imagine
skits where they have the little kids do the plays, where it's like 5-year-olds? You do something like that.
When you see the rest of them come on in a minute, you'll notice we're not really much different than a 5-year-old. You will be like, why are you laughing? Okay, watch this space. Jasper, I'm glad to say goodbye, because some of them, they're like getting older now. They can't stop up late.
Do I just leave?
Thank you so much. Honestly, thank you. When, I don't know if you can say, when is the TEDx? When is that going to be out? Do you know? How much more you got to do?
I'm just going to leave, right?
I knew it.
Just going to jump around the studio, right?
Don't worry. I know how to get hold of you. Thank you so much. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, wow. Yeah. Because at the time we were told like 6 to 8 weeks. And obviously there must be so much to do. So I wasn't pinning him down. I was just kind of like, I don't know, is it another 6 weeks? What are you looking at?
What is it?
Tomorrow, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So who has anybody bothered to show up?
Yes, you've got Yvonne Michelle. And I don't know.
Yvonne's not on till 8:30.
Yeah, Jordan dropped it off and then came back again, but he's not put his screen on. So if you're listening, Jordan, can you put your screen on? I know you're listening. But we have got Nikkei and V.
Yeah, bring them on. Roll them out.
Hey!
Roll them out.
Hey! Hey, V! Oh my God!
I can't even explain. I really cannot explain. And I think you guys understand, and V especially, because 1st of May 2018, and I walked into the Pamtengo studio, I'm going like, I'm buzzing like a bumblebee. And if it wasn't for V was literally the runner. All I remember, I think there's pictures as well, there's V with a clipboard, because it was like, you're next. And just running around, and I'm like, la, 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 la. It's like, it was, I don't know, it was incredible. Jasper, I don't know if you heard any of what was going on just now, guys. Jasper, that young man, he Two-Sided Studio, I think it's Two-Sided Studio, I think that's what they were called, but he did the filming for the TEDx.
Yeah,
it's his organization that did the filming for the TEDx. So you two, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of like, do you know what, it's big, 8 years.
Yeah,
But it was important for me, if I could, because it was only yesterday. I'm like, hang on a minute, it's bloody 8 years, isn't it? And then I'm like, do you know what? I don't want to do this show kind of on my own, as in I want to get those people that played big parts in the Simply Deez journey. So to the masses out there, because I'm sure others are going to be jumping on at some stage, can we welcome Veronica Ebanks in the house? Whoop, whoop. And we've got Nike in the house. And it's not just about kind of just being on the show. But I'm going to be specific. Can you share during your Simply Deez time just some of the, I don't know, highlights, some of the challenges apart from me singing? You're not allowed to mention that. Because we're talking about COVID, and you had a special birthday, didn't you? You missed out on. We can't hear you.
Oh, that's not only me then.
Well, that's off.
I heard something then. No,
can't hear you. No.
She's a little joker, that one. You did something, and I heard it. I heard something. I heard a sound. We can't hear nothing because time being precious. I don't know whether you might have to. I don't know, Shell, whether you might have to go in, come out, or I don't know what device
Can
you're
you hear
on.
me?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I can't hear you, V.
No, I can't hear you. No.
Nike, I do believe
Hello.
you're a co-host now, a regular co-host on the Simply Together show.
It's the highlight of my week. Oh my God, I do enjoy it. Even when they try to
Never would have known. Never would have known that.
Oh dear. It's
So
just,
to masses out there, Nike, can you kind of somehow, I don't even know how, because I can't do it myself, can you summarize your Simply Deez experience and what, some of it?
it's highlights, isn't it? It's mainly highlights. I just remember different aspects. I remember the soirees. I remember dancing to Candy in Trafalgar Square. Well, it wasn't even Candy. We're doing Candy, but they were playing Jerusalem.
Yeah. Shelley's filming.
I know. And it's stuff like that. And it's the people. It is mainly the people for me, to be honest. As you know, anybody who's listened to me now, I claim to be a Lutonian because I've lived here since 2001. And I don't go into London for anything native at all anymore. It's all here in Luton. But when I'm out and about walking, the number of times could be anywhere, even at Zumba. We'll see someone and think, oh, I know you. And we're like, why do we know each other? Because of Simply Deez. And so the point being, it's the reach, isn't it? Where you were talking about promoting things, sharing things, and stuff like that. It's just
say something, V.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh
yeah. I'll come back to you, V. I'll just finish off with Nike. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, it's stuff like that, you know. V is an example. I remember the first time I saw her at the soiree when she was talking. I remember sitting there thinking to myself, "Oh my God, this lady's so well spoken. Where did she come from?" And now I can count her as my friend. It's just so for me that is really what it is. And then again, obviously, I like watching the platform you give to youngsters and how you always bring them up and share their things. So yeah, to me, that is just community personified. And I'm glad I'm happy to be part of it. So yeah, you guys are just
when I watch this back, I'll be bawling tomorrow. But
remember
when you sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say, do you remember that I told you more than once that I'm gonna start a jar, and every time I meet somebody new in Luton that doesn't know you, I'm gonna put £5 in it.
But who's gonna get that money?
Well, me, of course. Who else?
That's why the show is called Real Talk. You guys think this is how these remember I told you these are supposed to be my good friends, right? My good the core of Simply Deez. This is what we have here, the core. So you understand. Teeth. They're my teeth.
Teeth. But you say it's not gonna happen because I hardly ever meet anybody that doesn't know you. So yeah, so it's good. It's and then the other things you mentioned, like that, the book. Even at church on Sunday, Father Yende came up and goes, "Oh, Nikki, I was thinking about you the other day." And I'm like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." He said, "Because I opened the cupboard and there was some flour that's been there since lockdown."
Oh, wow. Do you see what I mean?
And,
all these different things.
the
Just
guy
how we better
holding
be
it was there.
listening.
Exactly.
This is so, when you visualize stuff, and if you remember when we were doing the Zooms and stuff like that, and obviously we've done the calendars and we've done some other bits and pieces, and we were there was somebody, I think Pam knew, was kind of done a little bit of filming. Do you remember? I don't know if any of you guys got to be sort of like part of that, and it was just kind of capturing some of the stuff. And Jasper, I'm throwing it out to you now. It's not as in like if, it's a case of when. I'd really love for us, as in the Simply, to be able to do something and put something together. So watch this space. You see, this is a thing. Book 3 and this 2 different things. This is something else. And I think this would be really great because so much has happened we're talking 6 years down the line.
I know, it's kind
But
of
in
crazy.
terms of Simply Deez, if you remember rightly, 2014 that was formed. So there's a lot to say, and everybody's evolved in different ways and different things that have happened. And every day's a school day. Zip. Let's welcome. Hopefully, we can hear her now. The Veronica Ebanks in the house.
Hi, everybody.
Yay!
Hello. Sister. Hey, sisters are doing it for themselves.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's work it.
Nike, lovely to be here. Thank you.
Oh, bless you. V, I was just saying to Nike and sort of saying to yourself, you could be talking for more than 3 hours if I'm honest with you. But I'm going to condense it down to, in the Simply Deez world, that time duration that you've been involved, can you just kind of share some of, I don't know, whatever that might be, as in maybe, I think we've known each other, but do you remember the first International Women's Day you went to, and maybe a bit of your...
The first International Women's Day, I remember, was
at
Carnival Arts. I think it was at the Carnival Arts Centre. And I remember sitting there and listening to speeches. Now, I'm one, I can go to an event and I can just sit quietly, listen, and then I can scurry away afterwards, right? And I heard a lady speaking about packing up her full-time job.
Diane Corriott.
To start a business. Now, I'm going to say, at the time, I was doing a very stressful job and feeling quite disgruntled at the same time. Right? I'm not going to go into it, but I remember going home from that meeting, from that International Women's Day event, and thinking, I need to start my own business. If this woman's risking it all, and she's got young kids, mine are all grown, I'm thinking to myself, what am I doing? And I went home and I announced to my husband, I said, guess what? I'm going to start a business.
It's Deez's fault.
And that was it. And that was it. And now I still remained in my day job, but started to put things together. Now, I I did it very unconventionally. I met a young student who was doing logos and graphic design, and I thought, I need a logo, right? Forget business plan. Didn't have no business, but I had a rough idea of what I wanted to do. But I thought, okay, let's, get the skill, use the skills of this young person. And he got paid. So it was and gradually, I set up my small little cream making business. And then when redundancy came in 2014, I decided to take all my skills out, all the skills I had, and go out and offer my services. And people took my services up and paid me. My diary was my own. I would never have to be sitting in an office and begging for my annual leave again.
Amen to that. Yeah.
That was it. And some of the stuff, all of that, stuff. So long story short, then I started to go to Simply Deez. I think it was called Stepping Out, the very first meeting. I can't remember.
Very first, yeah.
Stepping Out up at Gordon. Yeah, up at Gordon Street. And I remember. Sorry?
It was at Ruby's, which was on Guildford Street.
Yeah, but I don't know. Was it called Ruby's then? I don't know. But it was downstairs. And I remember that. And I remember all the ladies were there. And I'm thinking, oh, this is really great. And then you went into the soirees. And again, you gave opportunity to local women to share their businesses. I remember Shelley and her sweet and her baked goods. I remember all of that. And Nike would come, and I think I've still got it, a nail file that you gave me, or that I've got from you, some kind of nail file or something. And I just remember feeling a sense of belonging. And then obviously, then we progressed. COVID hit, and we supported each other. We've seen each other through various transitions, highs and lows. And then 2020 came, bang, it was lockdown. And I thought to myself, well, we were meeting physically at the soirees, but then I thought, okay, so we can't meet in person, but we were meeting online. And I remember saying to Dee, I think, we've never been in a situation like this before. I had book in my head, but I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to scare her. I said, I think we should do a publication.
I said book. And she's like,
well, no, not necessarily. It could have been a magazine article. It could have it could have been something you put on one of these, one of these sites for posting. Anyway, long story short, 2020, and within that, I think was that the March or the May? I can't remember.
March,
bang.
Yeah.
We had our book. I helped give out the brief, and there we go. We have our book. And it did really, really well. And it's still a resource that people can use. Yeah. Just imagine going even further ahead in the future, and people thinking, lockdown, what on earth is lockdown? My granny told me about lockdown. Well, here we go. Here's the book. Yeah. Have a look. It's just been great. And then just seeing each other through highs, as I said, lows, supporting each other, and just getting on with stuff. And there's been no kind of what do you say, rivalries and throat cutting. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Not.
Well, it's a bit graphic. It's a bit graphic, but I mean, you know what I mean, backstabbing, and there's been none of that. And I just think our combination, our grouping, kind of worked. We all accepting, different ages. Some of us older than some, different ages, different ethnicities, different, interests. Yeah, different interests, and then we had the community drop it. What was it? The community.
Oh yes, the stall.
The market. So let's be honest, guys. Because poor old Shelley at that time was the only other director. Actually, wasn't that kind of came about that time. So these things what would happen is I'm minding my own business. Seriously, guys, I was working from home during COVID, working from home, and I'm actually working. I know you don't believe me. I was working, and then these things used to just download, and I'm like, I can't store it there. It's got to come out. So I ring Cheryl, and it's like, I said, like, every time we do an event, everyone has to take out their stuff and then take it down. It's just so tedious, frustrating. I said, by that time, I'd actually been to the market and actually seen a location and had a word with the guy at the time. And it's like, I thought, right, how do I tell Shelley? And I thought, so I told Shelley. She's like, okay. So we met, and I showed her the unit. And as I showed her the unit, when I saw it, it was okay. I'm showing it to Shelley now, and now guess what? It's not okay. I'm like, I'm showing her this, but I'm thinking, I don't want it. So we've gone upstairs now to see Elliot, the manager. And I said, Elliot, I've just shown my colleague Shelley, and it's going good. I said, but I don't want it anymore. Shelley's like just looking at me. I'm like, what else you got? And I'm like,
yeah, the exact words as he's walking down. What else we got? Oh my word.
And the unit that we ended up having. And if you can imagine, during COVID, and this is how real things are, it was open, it was shut. It was open, it was shut. And Shelley and actually V, at that time, it used to open on a Tuesday, a Thursday, and a Saturday. I think, what days did you do, V?
I think I did Tuesdays. I think.
Yeah.
Was it Thursdays or Tuesday?
Was it Thursday, Charlotte? I think it was Tuesdays mainly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they used to go in and.
Yeah, it was nice.
So do you want to talk about? You know when you just love something. Yeah. I mean, not just it was okay, and it was unless you were a part of it or sort of like actually went there and experienced, you would not believe what we are saying. It was Shelley, describe it and kind of like.
Yeah, everyone uses the word hub nowadays. But the first time we used the word hub was the first time it was used around in our area. And it kind of followed the lines. When you was doing the soiree, you would have people, so you'd hire the hall, you'd have people coming along, and you'd have organizations and businesses coming along. And it was the businesses that were paying for a stall, which would kind of then help with the paying of the hall. So that's what the hub was. The hub was that we had a space where all sorts of various different shelving units and things, and they could hire a particular size shelf, couple of shelves, depending on what it was that we had. We also then had information leaflets for anything that was going on. So particularly through COVID, but it was anything really. But it also then turned into a community hub. People would come in while they were shopping and just have a natter. We had a couple of chairs in there and a table. Yeah. Sometimes they bought stuff, sometimes they didn't. And it was just, just have a bit of a breather. Gone and got a cup of tea, and they've come and found us, and they've had a sat down. And it was the hub. It was people that were just coming to. And quite often, I mean, people would walk past us, even if they're not looking for anything, because when me and V were like chatting away there, people just end up with us because we were chatting, and then you look up and you go, hi, as the people walk past. It wasn't trying to entice anyone in. You was just saying hello to people. And I don't think people are quite used to that quite often.
Exactly, because they weren't sure what the hub was. So some people stop for curiosity. Yeah. And then they'd end up coming in or just having a chat, and it was nice. And there was a few that kind of were regulars.
Regulars,
definitely.
Yeah, became regulars. Then that I was on my own. Then on the Thursday, had a few people that would come in on the Thursday and say hi, make sure I was all right, and then just walk off. And it would be other people that worked down the market, or be like just general shoppers that would come in and just say hello. And we just had that vibe. I mean, that Christmas that we had, there was a guy He did. He had to. He knew he had to buy for, was it 3 different people, I think. And we took him all the way around the market. And I said, "Go and get wrapping paper. Bring it back to me." And I was wrapping them up for him.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. And every now and again, I'd pop to Greg's and get our breakfast.
Yeah. Giving away all the secrets there, V.
Yeah. When things were hot.
Yeah. That was a nice vibe on the couple of days that I came down there. I remember I came down once myself, you and Sandra. I don't know what music you were playing, but we're having a right old bop.
Yes,
there.
I remember,
There was space for bopping, but you know,
no, we found space.
But we found it.
Yeah. I had my radio on there, and it was just whatever DAB radio, but it was it hits reggae, R&B kind of thing. So it was that kind of a vibe. It was just music on the background.
It did have a vibe. That whole place had a vibe. I was there on Saturdays, worked in the week, and so I was there on Saturdays, and I didn't think, oh, I'm missing out on doing, I don't know, whatever. It was like the place to be for me was there on a Saturday. And as you sort of said, there's regular people that some people came to just see what was going on because they haven't seen anything like it. I had quite a few people that said to me, oh my God, this is absolutely brilliant. In my head, I know. But isn't this such a great initiative from the council? This is, whoa. Sorry, the council, this is brilliant. See, this is how things work. Somehow out there, people thought that the council were paying. We were just kind of like just helping the council out. But the council were putting monies and funding, and it was their initiative and all of that jazz. And it was having to explain the council had nothing. When I say nothing, making it clear, nothing at all to do with that. And the only reason we came out was the fees in there kept going up every month. And to be able to sustain. And there's hardly anybody in the market anyway.
There's quite a few empty. There's quite a few empty units.
Oh, there's even more now. Honestly, there's even more now. And you know what? If you think, guys, what's happening now? These community hubs.
We were there.
Is that not what we had?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
You know, people like going like, and I had people after sort of saying like, so annoyed you or going after we've left. We've been promoted for ages, we're there for whatever length of time. And then, wish I could still go there, just sit and just have a chat.
Yeah. And you know, interestingly enough, I think you had an event there, didn't you? You had the publisher come. There was an event.
Yes, we did.
Yes, and that other chap came.
That was Marcia. Yes,
that's right. And we had all the photos. And is it Winston?
Yeah, Winston.
Yeah, was there.
Yeah,
we had.
That's true.
We had a great time there. We had a great time there.
But you know what you said there, Dee, where they were saying, "Oh, it's so good that the council pays." It highlights the gaps, right? Because obviously councils can't be perfect because they're run by human beings and they're not going to fill every gap. But notwithstanding, I'm just saying it should be recognised because that's how good it was that they thought it was the council.
And that's what was going around in certain circles because you don't know, do you? It's a case of the council. Everyone thought the council was funding that.
Yeah.
Not at all. Have you seen somebody sneak in, guys? What's the time, Michelle?
Hello, Cecile.
Hello.
Oh, I just talking about that. I was talking about Sandra.
Is that
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, so to the masses, Jasper, you better be I don't know what time Sandra, Cecile, and I don't know what time you guys have been listening from, but the first gentleman that I had on, he was with the TEDx. He was actually one of the ones filming. Two Side Studios, I think they're called. Yeah, filming. Anyway, he was explaining about some of the stuff he's doing, yada. And we were sort of saying to him about the books, and he was going like, "Oh, documentary." So I'm just putting it out there to you. You heard it here first. So let's see. He thinks he might have thrown it out. It's too late, mate. Too late.
He's watching. Jaspal is watching. He's putting.
That's right. Oh no, say Jasper's watching. Jasper's going like, "Oh my God, I forgot." She gets her claws in. That's it. Game over. Cecile, I don't know what to say. I've kind of 8 years of the show, and it was for me to get my homies on for our own little section. And I know, just like Nikkei, you could talk for a couple of shows on your own, but what I'd like for you to share is just kind of like in your Simply Deez Jasper. He knows that's it, game over. I said I'll let him do some of the stuff he's got to do, but we will be doing a documentary. Anyway, Cecile, in the Simply Deez world and your time, can you just share some of the, I don't know, just things that kind of maybe stand out, or I don't know what it means to you, or I don't know, whatever.
God. Okay. Obviously, the first event that I was involved with, which was the International Men's Day, 2019. When was COVID? 2020. So 2019. That stands out because that's the first one I ever did. But then I can just list from there. Spoke at International Men's, spoke at International Women's, then has been part of all of those other events that have come along. Co-hosted International Women's with Remy. Book inner, outer, inner. The books, and then becoming co-director as well. What the hell? Who thought that? And then it's just been on since then. Just carried on, And I think the soirees, because obviously I wasn't in the soirees before, but I've now attended soirees. And put my little bit in there with the soirees as well. It's given me, it's brightened up my life. Can you hear them words?
Your co-host, you co-host with Nikkei and Shelley, but you are the lead on the Simply Together show. So I know when that got thrown at you, like going, "Oh, bloody hell. And like now, as somebody even said to me the other day, "Oh my God, Cecilia is absolute." And I thought, yes, I know. so just this is good. So just as in like, I don't know, what's that? Has it done anything for you? As in like,
yes, giving me a whole load of confidence. It's now if somebody asks me to speak at something, I'd always do that. Oh my God, no, I can't do that. But then I'm very, very much like, actually, yes, I can do that, because look, every Tuesday there's the three of us there, and if Shelley's not there because she's busy doing other things, Nikkei and I are there, and yeah, I just love it. We did Nikkei and I did a training course, an 18-week training course recently, and on the last day we had to do a presentation, and we had to put things in there that mean a lot to us, and both of us put the Simply Together show. Both of us put it in there. And it was way up the top, kind of comes up the top with your family kind of thing, because it's just, absolutely love it, and the people come on, and we love people coming on, and when the people don't come on, we then just love that as well, because it just flows. We just go with it. It's just, yeah, it's very natural. So yeah, I love it. I love it.
Fabulous. And I love the fact that obviously Remy's been sort of like Remy's into books, as you said, his co-host. Oh, no, to me. Can you not hear me?
Yeah. No, I think it was me.
I can hear you, but wrong.
I'm on a delay.
There's a little bit of a lag.
Sorry. Yeah, Remy's been on that journey, and even from that, do you know what? I saw something the other day about Conan, and I'm thinking, like, talking about documentaries. Remy got to do a documentary and this is how things work, and so proud.
That was just, I mean, again, that's the same kind of journey. That was the Real Talk show, which was on that Tuesday, and then the two of us was then on the International Men's Day of that same week, International Women's Day, which was in the March, and then there's been other things as well. But then also she put together the youth event as well, which was before or after Conan. Don't know, can't remember.
Before, I think it's before.
And yeah, and then she before, which was again, I got some flyers. I was tidying. I was doing a bit of decluttering, Nico, and I found some flyers. I found the youth event flyers. I just thought, oh my God. That was just, that was a few years ago. And then the documentary with Conan. It's like, really? I didn't even know who, to be fair, I didn't even know who he was.
Yeah.
When she said the name, then it's like, oh, okay. But before that, I didn't know. I didn't know. He's got a story of, you know, a lot of trauma. And then the different, I think there was four of them, and they all had a different story, but all had PTSD, and talking about what is available and what isn't available. That's been another journey. That's another journey.
So I know, obviously she's not here today, but what changes have you seen in her to be of her age and to be co-author of 2 books? I don't know how old she was at that time, and just
confidence. That's what it changed her confidence. It gave her, I think, this whole thing in a lockdown. So our first book, she writes about mental health and what lockdown could have then possibly done, but actually myself and Remy then found this platform with these crazy women, and I think it helped, but also being given the opportunity to tell her story. Anybody who's been around for those years will be able to see that each time she spoke, there was more confidence there was more stuff coming out. She was getting, being able to stand there, and I don't know if I could do that. That's it's she's had that opportunity. She's had that opportunity via Simply Deez. So a lot of confidence there that has grown over the years. So what are we now? 2026. So she would have been, oh God, she's 27 now. She's 27 now. I don't know what makes her.
21. Should have been 21.
21. Yeah.
Massive.
Wow.
Absolutely massive.
Wonderful.
Thanks for that, Cecile. Who's that other young lady that's snuck in? That's Sandra Mori.
Hey, hi everyone.
Hello.
Good to see you all.
And you. Oh my gosh. So what I've sort of said, this is across the board, Sandra, is just, what's the time, Shell? Because I know I'm not on time.
8:30.
You're just about 8:30 now.
Okay. Oh, check me out. Sandra Moore, what we're sort of saying is, during your Simply Deez time, just share some of the stuff. I don't know. the impact potentially Simply Deez may have had on your journey?
Well, where do you want me to start? How long has everybody got?
We said about storytelling, didn't we?
I'd say the key points were the books, the fact that you have all supported me on my sort of journey with the t-shirts and the journals and, you know, printing for your events, printing for Simply Deez. That's been really amazing. Support during my nutrition course, which I graduated from in March, really. I've had that support all the way through. Support from some of the ladies in the group, like Nikki, Cecile, sort of attending the meditation classes, breathwork meditation classes, coming on the retreats. So I can say all
Barbados.
Yeah. All the ladies in the group, every single one have supported me in some way, shape or form. So yeah, it's been a lovely journey, a lovely community. Yeah, some laughs we've had, lots of laughter, tears. You know, we've all had those. But I'd say, yeah, I've felt truly 100%, even more supported by everyone in the Simply Deez community. So, yeah.
Yvonne and crew, hold tight. I will be calling you shortly. This is there's nobody else of the crew. Am I right, Shel?
Well, no, Jordan keeps going off and coming back, so I don't know whether. I think I saw a little face come on as well earlier, but then she's so got a little person with him.
Oh, yeah. Right, okay. Shelley Titmus, we've heard from everybody else.
I
can hear something in the background, guys. I don't know who it is. Can we all go on mute? Just in case it's picking up from somebody else. Shelley?
You did ask the question earlier, like, what has it done for you? And I said, look, it's turned me grey.
We can all say that.
It fell at the right time, I think, for me. It's more to do with not just being a group, not just women. We have got a few men, but yeah, sort of a group of women. I think it was more the timing kind of thing for me. And it happened to be that I bumped into Dee when I was going to a mutual friend's shop, the florist, Tina. And not being entirely sure what I wanted to do. I got my little business, but hadn't really pushed it. I'd kind of ticking over. My jobs kept coming and going because I wasn't particularly of good health. And it felt right. It felt right. And my reason, as everyone's kind of got a reason, it kind of all kicked into place. And everything that, as Dee was saying earlier, every day is a learning day. And no matter what age you are, you can always learn and you always need to learn. Whether it be something additional to what you already do, whether it's something completely new, you should be open to everything and don't believe that you know everything. And going along the Deez journey and ended up becoming director and the different things that we've done, it's all adding something to what I do. So what you might learn in one job, or what you might learn in one visit somewhere, or what you might learn on an event, you can then bring that in, internalize it, mooch it around, and it will come out that you'll be able to help someone else or help something else as you go along. So yeah, I think with that, I mean, it's always something that I've always been the person that people will come to if they are concerned, if they want a chat or anything like that. I've always been that kind of an open person. But because of what happened in the family, and then different things that we've then seen, I then decided to do the suicide prevention training. That then led me on to do some other bits and pieces. And I updated my Facebook today, this afternoon, because with all my kind of trials and tribulations of what I've been going through the last couple of years, I now know that I've always had ADHD, but I've hidden it well, didn't bother being tested for it. But because of my hormone problems, I can't hide the ADHD. So I've had that and PMDD diagnosed in the last year. And through getting help for myself for the PMDD, I found a group that wants to make it more, people are talking about more and providing support for, and being part of the women's mandate thing that's going through Parliament at the minute to do with mental health and women's health, which is combining both bits, that I'm now setting up a group for anyone that suffers from PMDD in Luton and Bedfordshire. So yes, so it kind of combines everything. It's peer support, but it's just it's just having that little bit of knowledge that if you can't help someone yourself, you know where to go. And I think that explains what Simply Deez is as an organisation anyway. If we're not doing it, we know someone that is doing it. And if we don't know anyone that's doing it, we kind of give it a go ourselves. But it's always, we are community connectors.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to describe it, because quite a lot of people are like, oh yeah, we can do this, we do this, we do this. And you sit there and you go, okay, yeah, but really? And I've been in so many different community situations where I've just sat there and gone quiet and just thought, yeah, there you go. Just keep going. Just keep going. And then they don't have a clue when something else then comes up. And then you kind of like, I know someone that I can ask. I know someone in Luton, there's another project that's running. Why don't you ask them about it rather than trying to do it yourself? But yeah. And I think that's why everyone knows about us. Everyone sees us about. And it's not just me. It's not just Cecile and Dee. Mainly Dee. But it is that everyone has heard our name.
Yeah. And
some of the ladies on the screen now are part of that crew. And that's what it is. It is
that's what I want. Yeah.
Group of people that is in together, that found their tribe and support one another with whatever they're doing. And as Sandra said, I think it was Sandra said, it was just like the different ages, cultures, backgrounds, doesn't matter. Because everyone learns off of other people. And I think that's kind of what we portray. It is helping each other out, not building yourself up that makes anyone else feel less.
I'm glad you said that, Shelley.
Absolutely, Shelley.
So
absolutely.
It wasn't a case of celebrating 8 years and look what I've done at all, because I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if I didn't have the help and the support of not just you guys who are on screen. There's a lot of people that you may never see on screen, but are supporters in their own different ways in the, do you know what I mean, in the background. So if we can give it up to Cecile, to Sandra, to V, to Nike. Shelley ain't going nowhere, but I'm still going to give it up to Shelley right now. And all the masses, you know who you are. You know who you are. You've got people like Anna Rothrick. Do you remember Anna? Anna couldn't make it to the TEDx, but Anna was sending me messages before and after, and it's like, Anna Rothrick, yeah, you type her in and see who she comes. She's somebody we all know. That's it, Cecile. And yeah, and just
I
grateful
was just
to
thinking about her the other day.
really, yeah, she's good. She's good. But we're going to do something else another time, guys. But as you, Jasper, who's obviously still listening, he'll let us know when he's ready, well, when I tell him, about the documentary that we, Simply Deez, are going to be, look at everyone's like, going to be doing. So those that are watching, told you to follow us. You should have stuck with us. But because you haven't, you ain't going to be in it. So if you're not in it or in the crew, you ain't all of a sudden going to be in on a documentary. You hear me, guys? It don't work like that. No. This lot, we've all been through the trenches, the highs, the lows. And when there's a high, you don't come into the fold. Those that have been in the trenches as well, we are the ones that are going to be doing the documentary. So like Teresa, Helen, I'm not going to remember everybody off the top of my head. Trish, you guys know who you are. I want, yeah, you know, and obviously, Rita and lots of others that I probably haven't mentioned. We want you to be, and you will be part of that. So watch this space, as they say. I'm going to have to let you go, guys. Otherwise, I will no longer have a show because my guests would have gone.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for taking time out, guys. Love you all.
Love, bye.
Look who's in the house. The director's management.
Yeah. She's taking herself off.
You two need to still be hovering around because the lady that I'm going to bring on now, I don't know who else is there. Is anybody else there? Michelle?
No,
where's that Kelly?
Put a message in there now.
Who that on the screen?
It's this. It's more.
More. I don't know. Do you know what? I've been watching shows for the last, last couple of months. Yvonne Michelle. I'm tired. And that's just me watching.
I'm tired.
The show's called Real Talk, right? I'm tired, and I'm just watching, not normally in my yard, doing whatever I want to do, and I'm just watching. So I cannot imagine. I'm going to do something different today. When I say different, instead of all the things, if people want to know what I'm talking about, I suggest you go and watch, because Shelley will be posting all along and throughout our time now, ways of being able to watch things that you've done previously. But you're not tired, sis. You're not tired.
I am. Can you not see? I know I've got this glow going, you know. I've got this glow going.
Is that from the holiday? Is that from the holiday?
From the holiday, yes. yes. I'm going to need another holiday after. But but yeah, I am. I'm tired. This is real talk, right? Real talk.
Thank you.
I think a lot of people underestimate what it takes to actually put on an event. And if you're the event, putting on an event where you are the main person, everything revolves around you, it is a lot of work, and it can be challenging. Yeah. And then you've got the outside stuff that's going on, like real life stuff that's going on. Yeah. That's challenging anyway, on top of all of that. You know, so I'm just keeping it real with you tonight. I'm just gonna let me just move.
It has to be, because when I said about sort of like you coming on, it was a case of like, we're going to talk obviously about a show, we're going to talk, but I need it to be real, and not only because there's people out there, myself included. When I talk about stuff, I include myself. It's not a case of you people out there, but not me. It's me too. And it's for me to, for us to learn. Remember, if people were listening, every day is a school day. Sometimes when you're thinking like, well, I won't bother with that, I won't listen to that. I'm telling you now, it doesn't matter who it is. Everybody that's spoken today, there's no way anybody, and I mean anybody, can say there's one thing they picked up from what that person has shared with us.
Absolutely.
Cannot say, and it's a case of like your friend will say, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you share it with me? Why? And that's what we do. Who's talking about gatekeeping? Or I don't know, somebody's talking about gatekeeping. People that aren't sharing the show are gatekeepers, Shelley.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's not about me. I have guests that come on the show. Shelley comes Shelley's producing, but she's knowledge, information that, you know what, if you'd have shared with blah, 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 there'd have been, I know where to go now.
Yeah. You have to.
That's what I needed to be today.
You have to be open. You cannot keep information to yourself, you know, and I think we just need to just get out of that. There's a lot of gatekeeping, but it's okay, because some of us are just kicking open the doors.
Isn't it? Oh, do you know what, Shell? You'd have to dig up. You'll have to dig up Nike's her recent TikTok. Dig it up and throw it on, because that's what you call kicking open doors, busting open doors.
If you can't get to the door, you know, find a window.
Okay, find something.
Find something. Get it out there. You know, there's, you know, we just have to do better. We just have to do better. We just have to stop being in fear of each other, and that's where gatekeeping comes from. It's fear of the other person. We don't want anyone else to do better, but when one wins, the other one wins. And
can you stop? Let me stop you right there.
Okay.
Because you're talking too fast.
Oh, sorry.
For not only just for me, for the people out there, we need to hear.
It's true.
I need you to run that one again.
Okay. So this is, you know, when we have gatekeepers, it's based on fear. And fear, that's it. It's just fear. Fear of that person actually doing better than you. But every person has their own lane. Every person. So what you do on Simply Deez and what we do, we both do events, but we do completely different events. You got your lane and I've got my lane. And this is why you see when Usain Bolt is running, yeah, and he's running the race, he has his lane. If he goes in someone else's lane, he gets disqualified. Stay in your lane, run your race, and just keep going. And then big up, as you see that person going up in front of you, big them up. Yes, go, 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 because you're running after them. There's always got to be a leader. This is life. There's always going to be somebody that's in front of you, because this is how we learn. When we are children, let's go back to the principles of growing up. When we are children and we're babies, we see the adults in front of us and they are walking. We then pick ourselves up and then we start walking around the furniture, and then we let go and then we're rocking. We're ready to go. We want to step because we see someone else walking. Oh, they're walking. They're putting one foot in front of the other. So if I put one foot in front of the other, does that mean that I can walk? Yes, it does. But there's always somebody ahead of you. It is just life. It is just the way it is. It's never going to change. So when we are working, when we are doing things, people, please don't stop the gatekeeper, because we've all got our own lane. Whatever you've got to do, what you do it differently. You do it Dee's way. Shelley does it Shelley's way. Yvonne Michelle does it her way. We do it. And the thing is, your gifting is yours. No one can't take it. I can't do what you do. I can't do it like you. That's your thing. What I do, you can't do it like me. Shelley, I can't do the things that you do the way you do it. Everyone's unique. Yeah. Let's stop the gatekeeping. Let's support each other. Let's build each other, because that's how we grow. That's how we thrive. One hand can't clap. Try it.
No.
But if you put the other hand there, we put it together, we can clap and we can do things. We can make noise. That's what we can do.
Do you know what? We're just going to throw everything. Let's just throw everything in the pot today, guys. Let's throw everything in the pot. You were doing the show, Caught You in a Lie, last year, January 31st of January, if I remember, 2025. And it was being promoted from 2024. 2024. And I was like, yeah, I've got to go. And time's ticking in that. And I'm like, do you know what? Got a little skill set. Let me volunteer my services.
Yeah. Praise
now, now, at that time, it was like, well, what do you want to do, Dee? Whatever is needed, that is where I will help, I will support, I will do whatever that is. But I do events. I was there to do whatever was required of me. Is that beneath me? Why should I be supporting you? Why should I be helping you? Do you know what I've been told, or being thrown at me? Am I not in competition with you?
Well, why
should I not? Why should I? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
This is the kind of the show's called Real Talk, guys, and that's where we're going today.
Yeah.
Right? You're well known in the community. And it's a case of like, we're not supposed to be getting on, sister. We ain't supposed to be and I certainly, you shouldn't be at my events. I should be I should be supporting you. You should, because
no. How this works is, what day is your event, Dee? So we've got things like International Women's Day. If we all put on events. What day is your event, Dee? What day is the Queen's event?
Yeah.
So we don't put on things, because it has happened in the past, because we're not talking, we're not communicating like we should do as queens in the community. And so you've got your event, and it's on the same day. So then we're splitting the community. Why would we do that?
So when that's happened, because we're keeping it real with you guys, like when that's happened, that hasn't happened intentionally.
No,
that's happened.
Yeah, and we've seen that's happened, and then come up with a plan. Let's rectify that. Let's work together, because one of the things in our community, and other communities know very well, that the Caribbean community, I'm going to leave the Africans out a minute. Caribbean community do not work together very well. Yeah, we always seem to be at each other's throat, but we as women, as queens, as empresses, we put a stop to that. We are working, we are celebrating each other, we are lifting up each other. How will we thrive if we don't do this? Come on,
talk it.
Come on, this is the beautiful thing. And so now you've got your event. I came to your International Women's Day event, and it was beautiful. I had such a lovely time, met some lovely people that I'd never met before. Do you know what I mean? And then we're doing Caught You in a Lie. You and your team are fully involved.
Isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the one thing I have to say, look, I'm keeping this real because it is real talk, yeah? One of the things I prayed for, and I was on my knees to God, I said, God, I need a team. I need help. I cannot do this. You've given me this vision, but I can't do this by myself. Yeah? Yes, it's a one-woman show, which means it's my story and I'm up on the stage, but there's other people. And in the background, there are people who are working to help me, to push me forward, to make this a success. The other day I did a post and I had to say, I've got to do a special thank you in advance to all the people, the volunteers, everybody who's come together, who's supporting, who is, you know, pushing this this show and helping me to make it a success. No man is an island. Was that Dennis Brown who sang that? Okay.
I can't remember. I can't think. This is 8 years. I don't know if you must have heard.
Yes,
8 years. 1st of May 2018. And it was on Pamtengo. I used to go into the studio prior to COVID. Yes, because you came in. And whilst I was talking about it, I said way back in, you would know Helen Tucker, back then in those days, and prior to that, I used to be helping and supporting different organisations with different things. And I used to go on like Blackatan, Lee Drummond. They allowed me onto their shows. That's how I felt, allowed me. And I went on and I was so excited. And you know what they said to me? It looked like I'd taken over, not intentionally. You need your own show.
You do.
And I'm like, look, it's nice. They just don't want me on theirs. That's what I'm thinking. And as time went on, I was like, so I gave them thanks. Gratitude is a must. And I'm not forgetting certain things, because you don't reach where you reach without. And that's why just now, prior, some of the Simply Deez team that have been through the journey, not just now when things are like kind of, But it hasn't. When I've done an event and there's like 3-4 people there, and I paid big money for a venue and food, and only 3-4 people there, and then people have remained. So I'm grateful. I am so grateful. It's not just me, it's the crew, the team, and everybody is doing something and bringing something to the table. And you know what? In my own, where I can help and support, that is what I do. And some of that stuff is what they were sharing, how whether it's confidence, whether it's this, whether it's people, whether it's different things that happened whilst they've been part of that. So, my gosh, call you in. They do. They get lovingly stuck. You are so.
Congratulations, my love.
Right.
Done so well. So well.
Can't do it on my own.
You have a lovely team who are also very helpful to me. You've all been very helpful, very loving, very supportive to this journey that I never realized or thought that it would take, the twists and the turns. You know, I'm just wondering, are any of the team going to come with me when we go to Barbados in November? I'm just putting it out there.
Well, shall I tell you what? Where is our Miss Barbados? Where's Barbados gone, Shell?
Barbados, November.
We've got Sandra Moore. You kind of met Sandra at
I did.
Yes. So Sandra, there's so much to this woman, I can't even scratch the surface. But she's ran a retreat last year, one in 2024 in Barbados.
Okay.
Hello. And doing that one again, I think it's May 27.
27, right. I might be back by then. I'm in November, from November until February. So I'm spending 3 months. Barbados will be my base, but we are going to Jamaica, Trinidad, and St. Lucia, as well as Barbados. So we're doing.
You just come back from St. Lucia March. What's going on? That's why we're not talking. We're not talking.
Caribbean tour. That's what we're looking at. That's what we put out there. So anyone who wants to come up, you have to find your own flight. But if people wants to come out, can come out.
Even if people think like volunteer, woohoo! No, it don't work like that.
No,
you have to pay your flight. But what I'm talking about is May the 27th.
May 27th, yeah. Barbados, baby. I might still be out there. Who knows? Who knows?
Well, just what I'm talking about, as in like, this is how things work, as in the linkage, contacts. She's ran the retreat come somebody, one of my people who were watching, where was the retreat, Cecile? And just knowing people out there, and then somehow, I don't know, maybe ting and you never know. Why can a show retreat and all be under? I don't know. I'm just saying and throwing things out there. Things can happen. I'm coming.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, excellent. So we keep talking about 23rd of May, and that keeps dropping in. So people are going to be saying, like, what's happening on the 23rd of May?
23rd of May is Caught You in a Lie, the one-woman musical monologue. It is would they say penultimate? I'm not sure, but this is the show of all shows. This is the biggest show that we have done to date. This is a 500-seater, near enough seater.
446
in the centre of London, in a theatre, in the West End. It
is a gorgeous theatre. I've seen it. OMG, the G.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful theatre, and we've done this in a year. You know, this is an incredible achievement for all of us to be at this space, in this space. It absolutely is. You know, they've told me that I am the first Black woman, British Jamaican woman, to do a one-woman musical monologue live in this venue in its history. That's over, I think it's 54 years. Yeah, so I want, I'm celebrating, and I'm saying, guys, come and celebrate. I know that there are some people who've seen the play, The play will look completely different because it's on a different stage. It's a different place. It's a real live theatre production. Come support. Because the thing is, you know, we started off by talking about support. If we don't support one another, this is how things just fall by the wayside.
Yeah.
And then you'll hear, oh, there's nothing to do. Nothing ever lasts. Nothing ever progresses. It will never progress unless you put your skin in. There's got to be something. You've got to have an investment in this. And so this play would not have happened if I didn't invest in myself, if I didn't invest in the story, if I didn't invest in those musicians, this would never happen. And so I'm saying this to say that for us as people, as us as women, who are seasoned, we now have the ability to do whatever we want. Yeah, we can do that. When we come together, we link arms. Nothing can stop us. Nothing. As long as we link together. So whatever you're doing, Dee, I'm there. You know, I'm there. And we just have to make sure the dates.
Exactly. This is kind of what we were just, when I said the team and the crew were on, and just as in the support that we give one another. It's not a case of like, oh, so-and-so is doing blah, 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 and I'm still, no. It don't work like that.
You get involved.
They win, we win.
Everybody
and
wins.
It's just so, everybody's on their own different journeys, and it's, I can't even explain it. I really can't explain it. What you're doing is you. This is Yvonne Michelle doing, but I'm like kind of like, oh my gosh, come on, girl, let's do it. Come on, people. How can you support? How can you? I've got other things to do, ideas like that. It doesn't. Support isn't always about money. Let's just remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really, really important. Let's just remember that, because everyone always thinks, oh, but my circumstances. Don't get me wrong. Your circumstances might be that you cannot afford to go, right? But you could share it. Yeah, there's so much promotion out there. You could share it. You can share that. You might have, your friend will be like, oh, but if I'd have known, I'd have gone. My sister would have gone. Her work colleagues would have been, and that's how it goes.
Yeah, and you don't know through your sharing, you don't know where the blessing will come from, because when you bless someone, there's always a blessing that's going to come back to you.
Okay.
So that's how I can't afford it. I don't have a ticket. You don't know who might bless you and bring you with them. You don't know. You really, really, really don't know. So you got to be open. Talk the ting. Tell the ting. Speak the ting. Be the ting. Ting. You know, get involved in it. You know, and we need, as I said, I need all the help I can get. This thing is much bigger than me. This vision is much bigger than me. I like I said, I never saw it as it is unfolding. I had a dream of I wanted to do something, but I never thought it would be this that would be doing this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and the story is truth. It's the story, it's my story. And so it's not an easy space to be in, to talk the truth about your life. You know, especially around people that you live around. You know, but why I'm saying this is that people who want to get involved, come and get involved. Come and give your time. You know, send some posts out. You know, copy us in, copy Dee in, copy me in. You know, and let us see what you're doing. You never know. You never know who might want to bless you for the little piece of help that you can give. Every mickle make a muckle. Remember that.
I've got my decks here. I've got my decks here. Rewind that one. Rewind that one for us. Every
mickle make a muckle. Yes. So when you put the mickle them together, it make a muckle. It make more. So saying, come, you bring yours, I bring mine, and we put it together. You never know how you're going to be blessed. You never know.
So you know, the show's called Real Talk, right? The show's called Real Talk. So Cecile, Shelley will know that as much as I love you and all of that jazz, I don't know who that is, but yes, no need for gatekeeping. Stay in your lane and be open. Can't wait for the 23rd.
Love that.
Yeah. Truly I do. Now, guys, Yvonne doesn't remember this. It's not a scripted show. We don't want it scripted. Yarn, boring. So Yvonne doesn't know this, but I don't care. I'm going to tell her. And Cecile has got footage. So the last show, can't remember where we were.
Yeah.
Was it Luton? I don't think it was. I think it was the one in London.
Luton was the last show.
Luton was the last show. I think it was the one in London, to be fair.
Okay.
Which is the one where the you know, the backing singer was the new one.
It was the Luton show. Yeah.
Oh, it was the Luton show. Well, that was the last show then. Anyway, if you have footage, Cecile has, that you wouldn't know because you were doing all your stuff up front. Guys, I don't know what you think you're expecting when you see the show, but whatever you think you're expecting, you ain't getting that.
Getting more.
It is something. Every time there's a little seasoning, there's a little something. And I'm like, okay. She coming with something different. We don't know. And that's good. That's good. So at the end kind of bit, there's a little something. Anyway, the backing singer was there and she's doing her thing. And I don't know, somehow she kind of looked like she got pushed off the mic. And she looked like Dee Bailey. And ask Cecile. Cecile has footage. Cecile will show you. And I'm like, oh my God, this is the best. Oh, is that Cecile coming? Look at Shelley. Now,
Cecile just put it was Luton. Dee was a new backing singer.
Yes. And can I sing, guys? Can I sing?
Oh
no! God loves a trier. That's all I can say. God love a trier. And I did there, and I'm like, oh, this is just the best. Wow. We're gonna share that footage with you.
Behind you at the end. Don't panic. It would just be me rugby tackling her off.
Oh my days.
Either off the stage or wrapping the mic off.
So you see, I think I sent you Judith Jacobs, and I think it was Janet Kay. She must have been at a Janet Kay concert, and I don't know whether she was host. I don't know. All I saw was Judith with Janet Kay killing it.
Okay.
So that is my aim. I'm keeping it real with you.
Keep
Michelle,
it
Yvonne, whatever your name is. You think I'm supporting you. I'm trying to.
Take over.
Cecile's like going like, which part of Cecile have I lied about? Tell Yvonne, which part have I lied about? None of it have I.
She pushed the girl out the way. She pushed the girl out the way. Like,
no way.
Moved her out the way. And there she is, right in front of the mic.
Yeah.
I'll find it and I'll send it to you. She is singing her heart out.
That's hilarious. We've had it on the show.
Actually, we need to post that. This is the kind of thing that it creates. It brings something out of me that I can't contain.
Yeah.
Literally, well, no, actually, that's not true. I wasn't gobsmacked. I was not surprised. Any opportunity a microphone, that's what she does.
Well, any opportunity to dance, that's what she does. How many different shows have we been to? And I've turned around and looked, oh, there she goes. She's gone into the middle of the aisle and made her own dance on stage.
Very much so. Let's keep it real, because TEDx, which was 3 weeks tomorrow, I spoke, Yvonne performed. So we're both at that TEDx event. That in maybe 4 to 6 weeks, we don't even know when, because Jaspel wouldn't say when it's going to be edited and uploaded. But we were both there. I actually say in my talk that I've been told by friends not to sing and not to dance, but I couldn't help it. you know, when you kind of like literally, am I going to get this again? No. Am I going to get this time again? No. And I'm like, Dee, you're either doing it or you're not doing it, girl. So everything I was told not to do, I did. Don't step off the red rug. I did it. Don't sing and dance. I did it. I didn't care.
She did.
Your granddaughter.
She's not making it up. She's telling you a true story. I'm telling you.
Oh, right, Yvonne. I keep forgetting, even though I said you were there, I keep forgetting you were there as well.
Yeah, true story. I was there. I was a witness. I witnessed it.
So, Simply Deez, because we've got to promote ourselves as well. Simply Deez, we are not only volunteering, but we are sponsors. We are sponsors of this amazing event. That's how invested we are. We're sponsors and we're volunteering.
Yeah.
Why are you volunteering, Cecile? You've volunteered probably about 4 times now, haven't you?
Because yeah, but this is Yvonne. This is Yvonne who used to live around the corner from me. This is Yvonne that I've known from when she was young.
She's still young. She's still young.
Young. Right? We have to support. We have to all the stuff that you said already about the community, and we got to line up our dates and all of that. Yes, because actually we have to support you. We have to support the Nubian queens, and then you guys will support us. That's why. That's why. Also, because you are telling your story. Yeah. People have to sit and listen. They have to listen because it's a story, and it's a real story, and that's why. Because I work with women, and I want them to get up and do what you're doing. You know? Yeah. That's why.
Shelley Titmus, what you saying? Why?
See,
why?
Everything has always fallen on other dates when you've done your shows. So I haven't managed to watch it yet. But knowing what everyone has then said, not just for coming up for this show, but what they were saying as they were coming out from like the Luton show and stuff before, it's a story that I know I will go along the roller coaster with you. One, because I know the story, but 2, that it's you, and it's the way that whenever you do anything, if anyone that's watching this, please go on to any of the links that I've left, because it's got some of the bits that you do, and everything that you do has always comes from within. It's real and it's raw, and it's those in kind of empowerment without actually needing to be empowering. That actually makes sense.
Wow.
It is the whole thing of, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you my story, and I hope that you learn from my story. And that's exactly how I feel when I talk to different people about stuff that I've been through, and the training that I've gone through. Even when you get to like suicide support, you're not telling someone what to do, you're telling them the information, and if it involves what you've gone through, you add a little bit of yourself in it, and it's like, I'm worried about you because, and it's that thing, you're helping someone along. And I've always been, even before I realized I was doing it, I've always been someone that will be, I'm not going to walk in front of you and pull you through. I'm not going to walk behind you and push you through. I'm going to walk next to you and help you through.
Yeah, absolutely.
It has to be from you and your voice. So what you've done when you do sort of like the mic sessions, those kind of things, anyone's coming along and you naturally pick up, and I've seen you do it, you naturally pick up anyone that's kind of nervous, and it's like, no, come on, you can do this. I've heard you before. We're good at doing this, good at doing that. And also then just the normal empowerment stuff that you do, like the radio show side of things that you do. It naturally comes from within you. So I know from watching those what kind of person that you are and what kind of show this would then be. And as everyone was saying, it is a community thing. You get your own tribe, you get your own people that are like you, and that you do get lovingly stuck because you're with them. You don't have to see them all the time. I mean, I've got a best friend, a best friend, And we'd always joke and say, like, her sons are my sons because I couldn't have children. So her sons are mine, and they're doing stuff and I'm helping them along and whatever. I don't have to see my best mate every day. I don't have to call her every day. But you just know that they're there, whatever time, day, night, whatever. And Jake was away and he was getting the train back, and all of a sudden something happened to the train, so he couldn't get back. And I was like, yep, it's fine, not a problem. I knew that you were away, and I knew that my best friend was away, camping. I left myself free, just in case. Didn't have to, but I left myself kind of free that I could drop things if I needed to. So I went away and pick him up. And it was just like, well, you would do because you're my son, kind of thing. You know? And I do that with my best mates. Some of them know. Some of them be like, yeah, okay, do you need some money for a taxi because I'm not coming out for you?
Oh, that's funny.
But you do get people like for like, because you know that you help them, they'll help you. I've got money this week, I pay for the coffee. You've got money next week, you pay for the coffee. You know, it's never. But I know some girls, and I don't know what it is, that they go through this whole thing of like, oh, but I paid for those tickets. Yeah, okay, but I actually paid for this, this, and this. You know, they want to make this one-upness shit, and oh, we're so close, we're so friendly, and I love you, and and I'm thinking, oh my god, if you would like that too much for me, I'd slap you. Hey, get away.
That whole community thing, you can see the volunteers that are Yvonne's are also at Nubian Queens are now coming to our things as well, and it is literally everybody now is starting to help each other. It is, they're all weaving in, and that's the way it needs to be.
The network is growing and it's thriving, it's stronger than ever before. We're all coming together and helping each other, which is a beautiful thing to see us all, you know, just gelling together and getting on with each other. That's the thing. Getting on with each other as well.
Doesn't mean that you're always, let's keep it real, doesn't mean that you're always going to agree on everything.
It's just having enough respect.
This is how you sort of you hear that word? What word did you just say there? Okay.
Respect. Yes, ma'am. It's having enough respect to just say, okay, we can agree to disagree, because the thing is, you know, when we get into that realm where you know, I have to be right, then we know it's ego. We know that and the ego turns into she-go, and she has to go. She just has to go, you know, and go and settle herself and think about what she is doing, you know, for the greater good. But I think, you know, we've all come to a place where we can support each other, and we have enough respect for each other to be able to agree to disagree and say, okay, you do that, and I'll, you know.
But we're comfortable enough in ourselves that it's very much like, I'll listen to what you've got to say, and I might take a part of what you say and do that way. But I don't necessarily have to go all that way because you've suggested it, kind of thing. It's not just sort of, we know that one person will go that way and that person will do it that way. It's then being open enough and being upfront and kind of like, there's no frou-frou about it. It's like, well, perhaps when I've done it this way, perhaps you might find it works better that way for you. Just give you an idea. It's not like, we never kind of like, but you should be doing it that way. This is how this works, kind of.
It has to be this way.
And it also has that trust element. You said about respect, but also there's trust. So, you know, we know, like Arlene, for example, does the tickets and stuff like this. You trust her to then do that, because she does that. And then you just say, okay, she can do that. That's fine. Because actually, I might do it differently at a different event, but at this event, that works. You just go with it, and then you go with it.
Go with it. It just, you know, we've all got our strengths. You know, we just add to it. You know, it's like you're cooking. You know, I like food, innit? So you're cooking up. The thing is cooking nicely, but it's lacking a little something.
Do you know what? I didn't even say that. A little seasoning we're talking about. Remember what I sort of say? Saturday soup, Shell. It's Saturday soup. I need.
You start saying things like that. I say things like that, and I get looked at, and I'm thinking, you got to know where I'm coming from. It's like, just as I said the phrase,
little seasoning, little something missing, little something missing. Shell, do me a favour, please. I'm going to talk about something now, and I just need to get my facts right. In the last 2 weeks, there is a black bookstore in Brighton that was about to close.
Oh, I know about that one, yeah.
And I can't, off the top of my head, remember. I don't know if it's 1,000, was it 10? She had a phenomenal amount of books that needed to be sold within 2 weeks. Otherwise, it was going to close.
Yeah.
The store was going to close. This was pushed nationwide, probably globally, if I'm honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Pushed out, like pushed out.
And
the shop is not closing.
They went above and beyond.
Yeah, the shop is not closing.
Before the end of April. Yeah.
And I think she ended up like, I don't know, a good few thousand more than she needed. And now she's going to start, she's starting some sort of membership. She's doing whatever she's doing. And people are now invested. And it's a case of it, because it's the biggest bookshop, blah, 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 blah. And it's in Brighton. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is because in my head, we have a target to reach. What is that? The show's called Real Talk, right? What's the target we got to reach, Yvonne?
To break even, we need
you hear that? Break even,
break even, which means to pay everybody, pay all the bills, pay the everything. We need 195 tickets to be sold between
200 tickets.
200 tickets between now and the 23rd of May. Yeah, that's what we need.
Okay.
That's not to fill it. That's not to fill it, but that's to break even. Yeah.
Right.
So
because those masses out there that are going like, right, so it's some show and she's there and she's talking and what have you. There is a live band.
Yes.
I don't play musical instruments. I'm the backing singer, remember, guys. I'm the backing singer.
Let me tell you something about this.
So, Yvonne, tell us how many people you've got in that live band of yours?
It's a 4-piece musical band with 3 backing singers. Now, one of the backing singers is the musical MD. So he not only puts all the music together, he actually plays keyboard. He plays 3 keyboards. He actually sings as well.
Wow.
David Elevique is the musical director who did Meghan and Harry's wedding.
Wow.
Markle, you know,
just anybody.
Royal Harry, Prince Harry. Now, I'm talking like I know Harry, like he's my brethren from down there. You know what I mean? But it's actually the Prince and Meghan Markle. He was the musical director for their wedding and did the music for the Kingdom Choir. So we have an amazing group of musicians who play for us. And we have the creme de la creme. So we are talking good stuff here. The music, the backing vocalists are absolutely amazing. And so, so we have 3 in total.
I'm taking a bow.
It's not you, Dee. It's not you. Did you not hear? We've got the MP that does the 3 keyboards, etc., etc. You're not singing.
No. Now, if you remember rightly, Yvonne said he is top notch, and he does whatever, directs the backing singers and what have you. Now, he did not tell me to get off the stage. At no point. At no point did he tell me get off the stage.
No, but I will. You
did before, no? You said, Dee, get off as you filmed me. As she filmed me.
You could love it.
So, we're keeping it real. Shelley, be a mathematician. I saw you post today, Yvonne. How many days did you say we've got?
18.
18 days. Is that including the event day itself?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Don't think it's going to still be on sale, so I don't think we're closing it. Well, obviously, if there's any left, you snoozing, you're going to lose.
If there are tickets available on the day, they will be more. Because you will have
they've had time. Yes.
You've had time. You will have to pay when you get there, because it will close, because we will have to close it.
Because you're going to need to do the registration.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to do all the registration and all that. But then, if there are tickets available on the door, they will be more.
That's fair enough.
Because that's how it works everywhere.
Of course, no problem. 18 days. Bearing in mind 200 tickets. What's that target, Shell? Please. No pressure. While Shell does the little couch, she's going, bloody hell, you're working me hard tonight. There's no point asking Cecile.
Oh, thanks a lot.
See the love, the love.
Tickets a day.
How many?
11.1. So yeah, 12 tickets a day.
12 tickets a day.
Yeah.
Really? Is that all?
Yeah.
It doesn't. 12 tickets a day.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just to break even. Remember, that's just to break even.
Yeah.
So we are. I don't know. What do you want to call it? Do you want to call it an appeal? I don't care how you want to wrap it up. How you want to wrap it up? We have to talk real now.
Yeah.
You, the masses out there. So everybody who's on, you need to be sharing. All the information you could find is on the screen.
Yeah.
But should you, for whatever reason, miss it, guess what? We are here. You know how to contact Simply Deez. You do it all the time. You know how to contact any of us here and ask whatever you need to ask.
Yeah.
You want the booking details, no problem.
Booking details are everywhere. Yes.
Do you know what I mean? You want another code put on.
Calm down. You know.
There are currently 7 tickets left.
I think you've got the
one's going to tell me different.
Actually, because I've just sold 2, so there's 5. Is that for the coach? 5
yes.
left. 2.
See that? That's why we have a talk. 5 tickets left. So that's from Luton. The coach is from Luton. Return. It's £20 return. It's cheaper than catching the train. It's cheaper than driving because you have a park here.
Yes, and the parking. Let me tell you something about the parking around there. You need a garage. Not even a garage. Because it's not. Listen, we went to view it.
Yes.
And how long was the parking? About an hour, and it cost something like £18.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was under an hour. And you have to pay the people their money.
Of course.
If you don't pay them their money, they will lift your car.
Lift it.
They will just lift it.
That's it. Tell them, Cecile.
That's it. On the trailer. God.
I've seen that, and they do. They can do that with 5 minutes.
Of course they can.
Literally.
Don't take them long to pick.
There you go. It's gone.
Yeah.
So it is in the heart of London. It's the West End. It's right by St Pancras Station.
No, you're not. That's one of the
beautiful space.
Yeah, it's one of the good things about where you are, because you're just the other side of the British Library. So yeah, it's if you are getting.
I saw it and I'm like, oh, books in there.
Yeah.
The heart of London. We've been very, very blessed to be able to do this. And I have to say that even putting the numbers out, I battled with myself doing that video to say, I battled with myself. I was like, I don't want to tell them, yes, we're doing well, we're doing good, but I need to tell them. I don't want to tell them. And I was talking to a young lady who I actually saw a video of a young lady who had a stroke, and she was so vulnerable, and about her journey. Someone who had radio show, had interviewed me multiple times, somebody that I know, and just to see her in her vulnerability and just being so open about where she is in her life right now, and there was me battling, I don't want to, and I realized that was just pride. And the scripture that kept coming to me is, pride comes before a fall, a haughty spirit before destruction. And I'm like, it's not that deep, Yvonne. It's not that deep. Just tell the people, because if they don't know, they can't help.
Right.
They don't know the urgency. They won't understand that this is a history-making moment unless you tell them it's a history-making moment. You know, this is Luton, born, bred Luton girl, yeah, little black girl, gone through so much in life, coming from nothing to actually getting to the West End within a year. Unheard of, yeah. No acting qualifications or anything like that. This is just somebody who likes to chat. That's it. I like to chat and I like to sing. And so the door has been opened. So, you know, we need, all of us, we are all part of this journey, and we need the help. We need everyone to come together. We need the newspapers. We need, you know, those who have the links to places like the BBC, ITV, those kind of places, the Metro, the places that are shutting the door. We talked about the gatekeepers. Now is the time to kick open the door.
Right, where's that video?
Let them
the Nikkei video, Cecile. Yeah.
I know that time is far spent, but you know, I have to bring this up because in every play we call the names of the women who have been murdered through domestic abuse. And we've had 2 women this week, 2 women, one a black woman. We don't know who the other woman is yet, but one in London, West London, and this morning I'm hearing about a woman in Bristol who lost her life as well. And so to bring it to really to what this is about, bringing awareness, making sure that women are safe, women and girls, actually making sure people, as I can hear it. What about men? Okay, all right. Men, you're going to find somebody to be an advocate for you, and you're going to be the voice for them. Yeah. Right now, I am an advocate for women and girls. That's what I do. I don't discriminate. If men come to me, I work with them separately. But right now, women are dying. We had one last year at the beginning when we did the pilot, the week. Yeah. She was coming to the show. She was coming because I know her best friend very well. She was coming to the show. She lost her life that week of the show. That was in January 2025. And so we know it as Lutonians, people living, we know it, we feel it. You know, we had a family that one family member took the whole family live together, took them out one time, gone. So we know that this thing is real. Violence is real. And we are bringing, this story brings awareness to different elements of domestic, whatever it is, trauma, but it shows you a way out. It gives you hope. And so this is what this is about. So I did need to bring the seriousness. 2 women this week have lost their lives. Yeah. And so this is why we can't speak to those women now because they're gone. Yeah. But we can speak to women who are alive. We can put things in place to help women. When you feel like something's not right, it's because it's not. Yeah. And so it's about helping those people, helping those women. And that's why we are here as strong women. There's 4 of us on here today. And if we came across a woman who needed our help, we would drop everything to help that woman. And so this is what Caught You in the Lie is. Caught You in the Lie is about the lies that we are told and the lies that we tell ourselves that we cannot do, we cannot be, and we cannot have, when we can have anything we want to have. We just have to make adjustments and be in a safe space. And that's what Caught You in a Lie is. Caught You in a Lie is about creating that safe space to have the conversation that we don't want to have. We don't want to talk about these things, but we have to. And we have to change and save lives, because that's what it's about. So yeah.
So often it's happening and people don't assume that it could be as bad as what they think it could be. They'll just have a few arguments and they kind of almost like for you seeing something, you then haven't then thought any deeper about what could be happening.
Yeah.
And it just kind of get pushed aside. So not only is that person in it not really believing it themselves, but also then when they go to the police and everything else. I know a little bit about the Bristol one, and it's only through word of mouth kind of thing from people that live down there. But for that person actually being under an investigation or under caution or something by the police, and to still do what he did, if it is true that what he did is just, it's just horrendous.
But again, it's horrendous, because working in this environment, working around violence against women and girls, this is the remit that I work around. And I know, you know, I work with the police, I work with all these other organizations who are supposedly keeping women safe. We have to do things differently. We've got to, because I believe it's 108 women, not including these two, this year have lost their lives already. Yeah, 108, and we call their names out individually, and so things are not changing.
No,
it's not changing, because every year it's the same. So this is insanity now for us to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. We have to teach
results, aren't you?
Yeah, we have to do this differently and start teaching the prevention, and also not only teaching the women, because if you think about it, we are taught as women self-defense.
Yeah,
we're taught that we're supposed to dress a certain way. All these things are about us, but actually we are not the perpetrator, right? We are the victim, but the victims are treated as the perpetrators. So what I'm suggesting is, let's start doing things differently from young. Our young boys need to be taught to respect women, and then the elders, and we have to work with some of these ignorant men. Let me just say, I know this is going out on Facebook. I'm telling these men, if some of you are ignorant, what ignorant means, a lack of knowledge. That's what ignorance means. You don't understand, the nuances of a woman, and so you want to control. And I hear lots of things on the internet of women are supposed to be this and women are supposed to be this, and new age women are this and shut up. Let's sit down, let's have a conversation, and let's talk it and let's work it out without you actually losing your temper. Because from when you've lost your temper, you've lost it. You've lost everything. That shows your ignorance. And this is what happens. Men are getting angry. And sometimes women, let me just say this, sometimes you have to know when your argument is over. You have to know, and as much as, because I can chat, but there are some times, because I remember an occasion, and I will share this with you. I don't talk about it in the play, but I do remember having a fight. It was a fight with a previous partner, and he clearly wanted to control me and couldn't control me. But there was an incident, there was a part where his hand was around my throat and I couldn't breathe. And there was something that just said to me, relax yourself, stop, just stop. Because I believe if I hadn't have stopped at that time, that situation could have gone very differently. So sometimes there are some women who want to get up and they want to be raring in the man's face, and the man's already angry. You cannot calm down an angry man. He has to calm himself down. So the best thing for you to do is just be calm, stop, because otherwise it could end up very, very differently. So we have to be taught these things. We have to learn these things. And I'm not saying that situation, the violence is right, because it's not. You have to learn to what's the word I'm looking for? Make an assessment in that moment.
That was one of the things that I was getting frustrated at when we went to that show, and they were saying, why say, okay, if we teach the boys, who's teaching these boys? And I was like, you're not teaching the boys how to be better towards women. We've lost the youth clubs where kids are together, boys and girls. stuff like, I mean, I know I always talk about scouting, and I was a scout, but it was a situation where you had boys and girls together, and it was just learning the basics, respect. That's all it needs. You don't have to teach a girl how to behave in a particular situation, like don't dress like this and do that and do a bit of martial arts, and tell the boys, yeah, you can't say that to a woman, you can't say that to a woman, you can't say that to a woman. You're not teaching them that. You're teaching them how to be a human first. And respect your elders, respect each other. And that then comes through, because you're lacking that now at school. All those little ways that we used to have, where you would naturally be learning that, you're not learning that now. So you've now got the second generation of, I mean, basic, like you don't do like learning how to cook in school. So we've now got the second generation of kids learning from kids that haven't been taught how to cook, so they can't cook at all. So now you've got, I'm going into the shops, everything's more expensive, but they don't understand, okay, if you buy vegetables, don't throw them out. If you got to the bottom of your veg drawer and you go, right, okay, I'm making soup. You know, they wouldn't have the first clue of doing that. And the same with just basic respect. Like it's always the Mickey take. Oh yeah, girls always have the Tampax lady in, but they're not actually then taught much anymore about what's happening to girls. And then because you know what's happening to girls, you know what's happening to your own male body, and it's discussed open, and you're learning without actually realizing you're learning. Because it's all this learnt behaviour thing. It's the learnt behaviour that all they've seen is how to get love at home is to start screaming and shouting, because that's the only way you're going to get any kind of response from your parents. They've seen their love is always, dad comes in, I have a drink, mum's made me my dinner, mum's made dad dinner, and then they have a 2 and 8 because he's then not wanting to do the washing up, or can you just take the bin out for me? And you have this huge blazing row that's over nothing. But for a child, you're hearing raised voices, and that's how you're supposed to be.
And then you sense your room, then they sense their room, and they're on video games, and the video games are just shooting people's heads off.
Yeah.
It's a vicious circle. Yeah.
Lucille, did you want to say something there?
Sorry?
Did you want to say something?
Yeah, no, I was just going to say that, you know, obviously I work with children and young people, and the respect has gone. That, you know, the 11-year-olds are 10 and 11-year-olds are in relationships, or what they think are relationships, and they're in love within the first 2 weeks. And what you have to do, because if you have to do certain things so you can keep that boy. And I kind of just, every day I'm just like, seriously, where we need to get in, and we need to get to these children when they are children, not when they're in high school. Whatever. We need before that. We've got to get in there before that, because the things that they're seeing, whether that's home video, the kids down the street, or whatever it is, they're seeing all of this stuff. And the stuff that the teachers say goes in here and one out the other, because actually it's, when I get out of here, it's my mates down the road, and it's this and it's that, you know. And the way they treat girls is just unbelievable. You know, they just think that there's this right that's what they do. But the girls think that's what they have to do to keep the boys. And I'm using girls and boys because they're young. They're young. Some of them not even teenagers, and they view that is what they have to do, because that's how you keep a relationship.
Quite a lot of goes on as well. You get that quite often, as in like when they're that little bit, you know, when you're 18 to 20, you first go into the pub and everything, and it's, oh, I've got to chat to this bloke, and then I'm going to chat to this bloke, and oh look, they're fighting over me. Well, that then escalates to them lads being outside and being collared by the police. And you're like, but it was her that started it. You know? How times you see that on like the TV shows with the like following, especially the one in Brighton. They follow the police in Brighton one. Yeah, every single male fight has started off because
a girl. Yeah.
Yes.
And they know what they're doing. So and then they're all there going, oh, but you can't do this, you can't do that. Well, actually, love, you know exactly what they can and can't do because you're just doing it yourself.
That lovely old ego.
It's a hard one, and it's a conversation that needs to be continued.
Yes.
That needs to not just because we're doing the show now and that's it. We've actually ran a couple of kind of like workshops on domestic abuse. And it's a shame Linda's not on because I was trying to get hold of this guy, Verrill. I can't remember what his surname, but I think he was on like Good Morning Britain or something like that over the last week or so. And he's doing some work in Tottenham right now. But let's see, work's still to be done. This show, we're not back again till June unless we end up doing a special.
You're going to do a special.
We might end up doing a little special show. But kind of, obviously what we're talking about here now, it's serious stuff. It's stuff that is going to be talked about in the show. But I'm telling you, Yvonne doesn't know it, but I've actually kind of seen the show. Yes, I'm supposed to be doing, and all those volunteers out there now, you know you ain't going to see the show, but I so happen to see some of the show. And like we're on now, and it's serious stuff. And then the next minute now, I'm belly laughing, stomach crunches, my stomach's hurting me because I'm laughing so much. And the next minute, a few little tears, and the next minute, me a dance, and the next minute, and I'm like, what a roller coaster of a show. I'm like, how have you managed to put in, we're talking about seasonings, kind of like some of that, and I'm like, wow, you come out and it's like, oh my God, I've got to go back and see it again. It literally, that's how, and when I saw the first one, because I didn't know what to expect at all. And it was like, I can't remember who I was with. I think V was there. I think I might be V. I don't know if I was with you as well. And I'm like, I can see this in the West End. I can see this in the West End. And then you're like, to the audience, do you think I should do any more? Do you think I should take it on tour? And everyone's like, hell yes. Hell yes, we'll support you. So I don't know those people that were there and said they're going to support. Are they supporting? And if you weren't there, what are you going to do? This is a call. What do they call it? Call to action. One of them things, right? if that young lady, in all seriousness, and what she did for the bookstore, this is something different. But at the same time, it's like, how can you? I'm pointing the finger because I'm talking to you. How can you help support this? This is bigger than Yvonne.
It is. It's true.
Yeah, you're spot, but it's far bigger than that. Because we know, those that have seen, you know that so many people are going to be helped. There's going to be people in that audience that may be going through something, but do you know what? That's just brought it. And it's like, do you know what am I going to do now? There's plenty of males. You're thinking this is a women thing. There's plenty of males that go.
Look at what happened at Constantine with all those men that turned up, and then they asked the questions in the Q&A like, that wasn't even planned. I hasten to add, that was wild. That was just a moment. That was just a moment, you know. So it's not, as you say, Dee, it's not just for women, not just for girls. This is for human beings. You know, this is for humans, people who are actually concerned about human beings and where we are and how we thrive and how we get on. This is not just about women. It's not about, you know, I know that a lot of people think about Caught You in a Lie, the song, the Louisa Marks song. They think about it and they think, oh, it's a man bashing thing. It's actually not. Those of you who've seen it will know it's actually not anything like that. It's wholesome and it's about healing, and we need healing, and we need to be honest, and it's about, you know, taking the mask off and being open and being honest and having real talk like this on an open stage. You know, this is what it's about. So yeah, I'm with you 100% on that. You know, if you want to, you know, do a campaign in the last few days, the last 10 days, the 10-day campaign. I'm
10 days. How many days we got left? Did we say 18?
18
days.
Right. We started today. This is going out today. And we will be
tomorrow, and it's 10 days. By the 10th day, we'll be sold out.
You hear that? Amen.
That's why I say a 10-day campaign.
Okay.
Also, just before. Also, it's also for the people who have already seen it, because if you say, "Oh, I've already seen it. That's fine." I have already seen it 3 times, and every single time I see something different.
Told you.
Every single time, it's just gone up a notch. You pick up on something else, you hear something else, you see something else. So if you've seen it 4 times, you need to see it 5. If you've seen it once, you need to see it twice.
None of you are going to beat Lyndon. Come on now. Come on. Anybody beat Lyndon?
Lyndon's on 4, isn't he? He's on 4.
But it is. And now this time, it's in the London West End.
Yeah.
Right? It's not the Hat Factory.
No.
It's not the Hat Factory.
Oh my gosh. I tell you what, because I've got some pictures of the theatre. Am I allowed to share? Am I allowed to share them? Yeah. Share, and we will post them, and you'll be like, "Oh, very nice."
It's a very nice space. Very, very nice. And like you say, I mean, for you guys who are watching it, you know, and I'm hearing you say it's different for you each time, but delivering it. I did another interview, and they were asking me what it was like to deliver it. And when I spoke to the host, she ended up in tears because I said to her that it's like a shedding of skin. It's like layers of each time. The first time I did it at the Hat Factory, after the show I was in bed for 5 days. I was, you know, there wasn't anything wrong. I wasn't crying or anything like that. I was just so tired. It had taken so much energy out of me. But each time I've done it, that's changed. And like the last time I did it at the Luton Hat Factory, the next day I was up, I was out, and you know. But when I talk about this, if you can imagine an onion, right? If you start peeling an onion, right? So you peel off, there's a thicker skin. But under the thicker skin, there's a thin little film, right? But you see that thin, tiny, that's the thing that makes you cry, that makes your eyes, you know. So each time it's like the layers are coming off, and the little skin, because there's each more, I might add a little bit more, I might say a little bit more, it comes up, but then you get to the core of that onion. That's the heart, that's the potency, that's where everything is in terms of all the strength, all the power of that onion is right in the middle. And so each time I do this and I deliver this, I'm getting closer and closer to my healing, complete healing, because healing isn't an overnight thing. And we think, oh, we'll go to, you know, we'll go counseling, have a coach, and we'll heal. No, healing is a process, and it takes time, and you learn more about yourself. And I'm learning more about myself now than what I have ever done in my 30s, in my 20s, now in my 50 and change years. You know, I'm learning more about myself, and I've got more to give, more to advise younger people. And it's not, well, I'm not doing the gatekeeping thing. I'm actually saying this, if you do this and you do this, that could be the outcome, or that could be the outcome. It just depends on what outcome you want. You've got to choose your path and which road you want to take. But I'm telling you this, an onion, in the core of the onion is the sweetest part. Even though onions are not so much sweet, but it's the middle part is the sweetest, it's the heart of it, is the sweetest part of the onion. And, you know, I will keep doing this until I get to the sweetest part of this journey, of what God has in store for me and for those who are there in the audience. Because if it's happening for me, it's happening for them too. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about.
She's off.
No, I'm just thinking like how I'm going to get on that stage and get to that mic. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Oh, guys, in all seriousness, I don't even know what the time is. I wanted this to be, Yvonne, because as I said, you've done so many interviews. You've got still plenty to go. I wanted to have a chat, but on a different level, different vibe, different, so that people kind of like, right, we ain't maybe certain things, but we want you to do something. This isn't just about watching this and like, oh, that's nice. No. What are you going to do? I don't know anybody. I don't. Yes, you do.
You do. Even your frenemy.
You hear that, Louise?
I was just
No.
Louise
Clark.
Go on, Louise.
Take that comment down. Take it down. No, I'm only kidding. Louise, I recommend to you to come along, darling, because you know Sarah will be singing. And you know I'm good. Come on, Louise. Come on. We've only got 5 spaces left on the coach.
5
spaces left. And mind you, when I check my phone, if I've got any more. But yes, 5 spaces left on the coach. Any information at all, if you do not catch it, please contact one of us. We will do the necessaries. We're all over this. Yvonne, you have a job to do. Your job is to bring on said day. So our job is to absorb those queries, those questions, direction to tickets, coach, whatever it might be, that sort of stuff. That's what we are here. We are here to do. So, yeah, see, sold. What do you mean? Do you mean coach ticket? You want coach ticket? Remember me, I only have 5 left. Come on, Louise. Come on.
They have to get there.
Bring a friend, be a friend. The coach tickets are £20. 1 ticket, £20 coach. You purchase your tickets for the show online, which if you miss the details, no worry, we have it. I'm
loving that.
Bring your friends, bring your work. Do a work trip. What's wrong with you guys?
Bring your friend with you, Louise.
Bring your friend.
Not just Louise, I'm just talking in general, people. Bring you, do you know what I mean? A group of you. What a wicked day out. Remember, it's bank holiday Saturday. It's the 23rd of May. The doors open at 6:30. 6:30. It's going to be proper daylight, man. Proper daylight.
Daylight.
There's bar next door. Come on, man. Have a little drink.
There's a lovely hotel next door, isn't there, Dee?
Yes. We probably would have. Don't worry. It feels like you're on duty. Behave yourself.
No, I'm a festival.
Here we go. We're gonna bring our snack. Oh, it's going to be absolutely amazing. We are part of history.
You are.
Do you want to be part of history? Do you know what? You might not even be there, but the fact that you've shared and somebody's attended because you shared that information, you are part of history making. If that woman I can't remember her name, and I'm so sorry, in Brighton, and she blew that out of the water in a matter of days. That happened. We're not talking in less than a week. She'd done what she had to do. And that's because of people like, do you know what? How can I help and support her? And that is what we are asking of you. We're not talking about just Lutonians. We're talking across the board. I live in Bristol. Yes, you.
Yeah.
I live in Oxford. Yes, you. We're talking to you. I'm in Australia. Well, you're talking to your friend over here. Because they didn't see the show. You tell them. Tell them.
Afarori bookshop in Brighton. Afarori.
That's it. Yes. I'm going to link up with her for the bookcase.
Yeah. Brighton and Hove, she is. Afarori Books in Brighton. Independent bookshop. If they can do it, We can get this thing sold out. You know. Yeah.
What do you mean? We will. We are.
We are.
Man, yes, we are.
You've inspired me, Dee. Today, do you know what? 3 women. I would say 3 women have inspired me today. And I went to, a friend of mine took me to Costco. Went to Costco, did a bit of shopping that I was not supposed to do. I only went for water. Ended up spending too much money. I spent a lot of on what I didn't go for. Anyway, as we were leaving, this lady said, "Excuse me, is your name Yvonne Michelle?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "Oh, my name is blah blah." And she goes, "I've got a ticket to your show and I'm really excited." And I was like, "Oh, that's so lovely." She said, "I wasn't going to say hello. I wasn't sure whether I was..." And we had this conversation. She now lives in Luton from London. She lives in Luton. She doesn't know anyone from and it's actually you, Dee. She mentioned you. And she said she got the ticket of the coach. She's going on the coach by herself. She said she told her friends. She's been to the show twice. She told her friends are on a long thing, she said.
Oh, do you know what? I think she went to V's event and I was talking to her from V's. I bet you any money.
Right. So she's booked her ticket. So I met her, made my day. Absolutely hugged and everything. We spoke along in the shop, made my day. Second, then I went to this coffee morning, Lucy Learning. They do it on Tuesday. Love. They did a Caribbean breakfast. Hey, I had this afternoon, with some green banana and dumpling. Oh, planted it, sweet my spirit, man. Oh God. So I had that, and then as I was leaving, I started talking to this other lady, and another more seasoned auntie came over, and she was talking. And she said, "Oh yes, I remember your mum." So this Auntie Hazel, Miss Hazel, she started telling me about my mum. Now, those of you who know, my mum died when I was young, so I don't have much information about her. But she was telling me what church they went to. She'd known her since she was 12 years old. I thought everybody who knew my mum had already passed. I tell you, I was flabbergasted. I was just beaming. So I took her number, we spoke. It just blessed my heart. And then now, Dee, you are the third lady to bless me today with what you've said in terms of the euphoria. If they can do it, we can do. You've inspired me today, Dee. And I want to thank you for what you've said today. Yeah, if they can do it, so can we. Yes, we can. We can do it. We've got 3 lovely ladies sitting in front of me, just really just uplifting me. There's a scripture, and most of you know that I am a believer. So there's a scripture, and it talks about when Moses is leading the people, and Moses had a stutter, right? And he got really tired, and his sister and his brother, they were spoken to by God, and God told him, all you need to do is hold up his hands. That's all you need to do, is hold up his hands, and I will give him the rest to do whatever he needs to do to lead the children of Israel out of bondage. And I feel like Simply Deez is just doing this for me right now. There are others who are helping, but I'm saying to you right now, in this moment, this is how I feel like you ladies are holding my hands up, and you are helping me to go forward, to do the necessary, to be able to stand on that stage and to deliver this, because this delivery is not like the other deliveries. When you go into having children, each childbirth is different, but this is like I'm having multiple births this time. I've done the deliveries of those 5. 5 of them have gone before, but I feel like I'm probably going to give birth to 6 or 7 one time. And it's like you guys are just coming up to give me the strength to do so. So on air, I want to say thank you openly and tell you how much I appreciate you all for what you are doing for this. Caught You in a Lie. For me personally, yes, as a woman, having you here it means more than the world. But for Caught You in a Lie, what it stands for, what it is going to do, and how it's going to go forward, it cannot do its work without people like you. So I just want to take this moment and appreciate you all for the love and the support that you are giving me throughout this journey. I'm just sending you much love. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. More than you will ever know. So, please.
Don't. I hope you ain't sniffing. And
my nose is itchy. I've got an itchy nose. It's thank you for
that. Oh.
Onion in all.
Yeah, innit? Wait, sorry, am I lying? Did I not talk about onions at the beginning of the show? Do you see how I told you everything's full? What do they call it? Full circle. I started with Jasper when I spoke to him, and we talked about onions and peeling off the layers. And it's.
You would have known. I didn't even hear that. I didn't know that. See, God is in the midst.
Always. Shelley will tell you it always happens somehow or other. Some at the beginning always links round. We are going to wrap up now, so don't go, Yvonne, please. We are going to wrap up now. I'm putting it out there. We're going to do a special show in a couple of weeks now, and we'll tell people where we're at. We'll tell people how much more work, if there is any work that they need to do, or we'll just be thanking them in an abundance, one or the other. I don't know. It's up to Uno what we do. This, if you're watching and you get it, this is bigger than any of us. Do you understand? But I don't like that, Dee Bailey. It's not about me. We're talking about sharing, we're talking about all the stuff we're talking about. It's not about us as individuals. Yvonne is doing her part, playing her part. We at Simply Deez are playing our part. We're asking you out there to do your part. It is far bigger than all of us, what we're trying to do here, what we will be doing. And then you'll be like, oh, do you know what? I could have done something. I could have helped them. I could have. I'll be honest with you, could have is not going to cut it.
Yeah.
We all know people out there that could be helping and could be doing stuff. And that gatekeeping, that's it in a nutshell. That's what it is. Because many a times, and Shelley certainly knows, and Cecile as well, as in doors, some doors, you could knock those doors, and shall I tell you what, ain't nobody answering those doors. And you're thinking, but I thought you would have, they ain't answering the door to you. And then we do something like this, and randomly Shelley will say, blah, 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 or Cecile, and it's like, but these people don't really know. But because they can see the passion of what it is, what we're doing things for, it's not about us. And then the next minute it's like, oh my God. So if you have money, we want it. I'm being real. We'll take it, yes. Why are you not laughing?
Oh God!
I'm joking. Yes.
One.
We'll take it.
That is so funny. I want your money. Listen,
look, the show's called Real Talk. Why are we fluffing around? We want people to purchase tickets, but you may have, and that money could then help with. It's not just about us. It's not just about this show. There's more to come. So please, guys, please, we want to see. Come on, and when we wake up in the morning and we look, I want to see. And Shelley be going like, we've never had so many shares. We've never had so many views. We've never had so many comments. Our inbox is full. Yvonne's going to say to me, oh my God, the ticket sales have gone up. I'm going to tell you, no more coach tickets left. They're gone. Oh no, get paid. Let's keep it real. Oh no, being paid now. Come on. Yeah, come on. Real. Oh, then there's your birthday's coming up and you don't know what you want. Yes, you do. You want the tickets. Tell them you want. Tell them buy a ticket for you. And you will love them for a little while longer. Not evermore. Don't commit. Don't commit and say evermore. Just say for now. When you see the ticket, that is.
For real.
Yeah. Guys, we could be on forevermore. Yvonne, is there anything that you just want to say as in like whatever it might be, just as we're literally coming off air now? Is there anything that you want to say to the masses out there?
I do. I want to say thank you to all those who have bought their tickets in advance. I want to thank you all. And I want you to, if you know anyone else that you think would like to come with you on this journey, do let them know. And, you know, if you can offer to buy their ticket or pay half or whatever, then do that. But I just want to thank you for buying in advance. But also, don't keep it to yourself. Let others know. And for those of you who are sitting on the fence, who are thinking, oh, you know, I went to the Luton one. That was Luton. That is not this show. And if any of you went to the one in London at the Larry Constantine Centre, you will know that that show in particular was different from all of them. Right? London is a different thing, different energy,
vibe.
Different vibe. Yeah. So if you want to come and feel the vibe, if you want to come and release yourself, because listen, this is
sing.
This is music. You can hear Dee not sing, yeah. You can hear Dee not really sing, but you might see Dee dance, and you're going to have the opportunity to sing, and you're going to have the opportunity to dance.
This is a key thing. Before you go, actually, let me just throw this out there, because so many theatre shows that we've been to, because we go as groups, theatre shows and things like that, and they make announcements beforehand and what have you, that no singing, no dancing, no nothing. Can you make it clear what people can do at this show?
You can sing, you can dance.
What?
And at an appointed time, you can even ask questions as well. Because as much as it's a monologue, there is a dialogue within it. Because we want people to talk. We want conversation. We want to bring about change. And change can only come when we start speaking and conversing with each other and really listening to our thoughts with each other and building and expanding on that. So yeah, within the monologue, there is a dialogue. So come.
Oh, look at that. Monologue, dialogue, poetry at its best. Okay. Yeah. Anything more from the management? Anything more you guys want to say at all?
Jordan's there at the minute. Do you want him to be the last person on screen? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's what's up. Yvonne, thank you so much. Thank you to all the volunteers. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you want me to stay on or not?
You can stay there or I can remove you.
No, I'll stay. Who's
Jordan?
Can't see you though.
I'm here. Hi everyone.
Hi.
So I had to log
on. Is that the Black Bookcase t-shirt? Oh, look at that. He's got on. Oh, representing Cecile. This is a t-shirt.
I recognise this t-shirt.
Oh my gosh. I have been on this show here with Shelley for probably over 3 hours, and I'll probably be bawling tomorrow when I watch it back. But thank you so much, because we are celebrating 8 years, and I said if you could come on, that would be wonderful. Did you win?
No, it went. Oh. Arsenal won. I wanted Arsenal to lose. I know it's bad, but yeah.
Can you see one time there?
Arsenal.
I'm a Man United fan, so yeah. I kind of hate watching.
Oh dear.
Oh, bless you. Part of, I mean, you know the whole journey. You know what I do. I just wanted to say that I appreciate you for all that you have done in terms of the Simply Deez world, because you've gone from just attending to presenting, hosting, all of that jazz. I know I'm your mother, just in case you forgot. But I don't know, I'm going to give you a couple of minutes, because we ain't got. Just say a couple of bits about what I do. The Simply Deez world, but in terms of, I don't know, your friends, what has that? Because I know I've shared things with friends, they've attended, I'm out of your mouth. Explain, if that makes sense. We can't hear you. No, can't hear you.
We did a minute ago, yeah.
Yeah. Can't hear you, darling. Don't know what you've done. You've a headset in. That's better. Go on.
Try that again. Go on unmute again.
Yeah. Talk now.
Is that better?
Yeah. Can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah. So as I was saying, yeah, it's been 8 years. It feels like longer. Yeah, my daughter's Tiana's 8, so it's been it's been a long time. But no, it's been a journey.
Not just the show, the whole Simply Deez thing, because that's like about
the whole brand, everything,
yeah.
Kelly, the whole Cecilia, with everybody in it. I've met everybody. It's been obviously lovely, isn't it? It's been nice, even down to the book. But before then, the first couple, even rest in peace, Mortimer Garnett, like that was a pivotal point in, I think, the whole journey as well. Do you know what I mean? His story like really resonated. Was that after the radio, Pamtengo Radio? I think it was after.
He was on the show. He was on he came to the station. So yeah, he came to the station quite a few times. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was. Yeah. So it's gone from actual radio. So yeah, like even down to Facebook to everything. To the market. I've been listening to the whole thing. I've been listening as much as I was watching football. I was listening. Like I said, I couldn't hear Shelley I could only hear Shelley at some points. But it's been pivotal, and obviously I know how much you love helping people, and you just love it. So like obviously seeing everybody come together, like, do you know what I mean? Even like we was talking about the other day, like my friends coming to do the food. The banquets, and do you know what I mean? Me helping them, like helping it, like it's just nice. It's a proper community thing, and like I don't know, what to say apart from obviously I'm proud to be a part of it. Where I have been, where I've hosted, as much as I didn't want to, and you're like, George, you can do it, and I'm thinking.
Might have been a little bit of arm tweaking.
Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? As much as I get confident, I get shy too, you know. Like, I've got to stand up everybody and talk. Do you know what I mean? So, it's been nice. So, onwards and upwards, really. Onwards and upwards.
Thank you. Did you hear sort of like Yvonne, and sort of like the support that we, not just as Simply Deez, are giving, being part of Simply Deez, your job, because you always have a job. As a young person, and certainly as a young man, I need you, all of them things, the top, the tick, the Instagram. I know you're not so much on this face, but all of them, YouTube, all of them, everything is to get whatever I share with you or you see on our pages, share it on yours, get them friend of yours to do the same. This isn't just one thing that we're doing here. It's much bigger than that. So I'd appreciate any support that you always give. If you could do that, we have what's a countdown, 18 days to sell minimum 200 tickets.
Okay. Yeah,
that's it. That's how you have to buy it down. Real talk.
Sharing. I'm always promoting. So that's the least you can do. Even if I'm like, I'll see the daytime show and I'll still share it. Like I'll be at work.
I know. You see that?
Share it. Like, someone might be off today and need to watch that, need to listen to it. Like, do you know what I mean? So I know there's always a message. Always a positive message. So yeah, especially in today's world, you know what I mean, someone just needs that to hear someone else is maybe going through what they're going through, or do you know what I mean, just a shoulder to lean on. Many things. So yeah, positivity all the time. It's always positive. Do
you know what, Jordan Patrick, you've just gone up in my ratings.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well done. There wasn't even a deep, because he said he was playing football today, so he wasn't even coming on the show. And then he rang me literally like 10 to 7. Mum, I ain't got no football. I said, oh, you can come on. He's like, Mum, do you know this football? Do you know? And I'm like, this is me. bothered, interested? No.
So
thank you for just thank you. So we're going to wrap up now. Yvonne, we are on it like a Scotch bonnet. You hear me?
I like to hear.
Yes, we're on it.
That's right.
Okay,
No, thank you.
Thank you.
And give yourself a round of applause, because to do this like consistently over 8 years it shows that, you know what I mean, it's something you're really passionate about as well. So everyone get themselves a round of applause.
See, I told you, he hosts when he doesn't even realise he's hosting. All right, thank you so much, guys. Let's go.
Love you all.
We've got work to do. Make sure we look after ourselves, rest, and then ready for go again. Okay, Yvonne will be in touch. Yay! Thank you, everybody. 8 years celebration. Love you all. Thank you.
All.
All right. Bye.